Yes, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday. It's Friday, Dom.
Yeah, baby.
And welcome to the Chris Moyles Show live. Sorry, I paused there for a moment because we're live on Global Player. We're not in the studio. Adam Brown's in his lovely warm studio in Manchester. We are in a freezing cold room, a massive room, which is not echoey at all.
No.
And we're live on Global Player. Are we on all morning?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can watch us all morning on Global Player. You know what to do if you've got the official Radio X app called Global Player. You open that up, and then you go to live radio, and then you can see the little video. Click that, and you can watch us on your phone, or you can watch us on your TV. And the reason why we're live streaming all morning is because it is the final day of Tarrant versus the Thames, which is a curious title because so far he hasn't been on the Thames. He's been on the Thames as much as everybody has, all of us. But today he is finally on the Thames, and what a day to be on the Thames in a tiny pedalo. So Toby has been on this unicorn pedalo called Tallulah Sparkle Party, raising money for Globals Make Some Noise. We've done a good job so far. You guys have been absolutely amazing. And then today's the final day. And he's on the Thames. So he'll be getting on the Thames later on this morning and then pedaloing down the River Thames. Now, he's been on the River Way Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if you've not seen any of the videos, if you've not been watching, let me explain it to you. Imagine maybe the length of the width. Not the length, but the width of 3 corridors. That's probably the River Way.
It's very, very narrow, actually.
And then today, he'll be on the River Thames, which is a lot wider. A lot wider.
Oh, it's massive, the Thames, isn't it?
And may have other boats on the Thames. You know, the Thames. You've seen it on TV.
It's on EastEnders every day, isn't
It gets quite wide. And he will still be on the same tiny little pedalo. Also, to add to this, the tides today are running very, very quickly. The river, the flow is flowing very quickly, to the point where it's slightly dangerous today. No, it's not slightly dangerous if you're on like a speedboat or a barge, but it is if you're on a pedalo. I don't even know if it's advisable to be on a pedalo on the River Thames. But here we are. This is where we've got to today. So later on this morning, we'll speak to Toby. Then we'll set him off on his final few miles down the River Thames in a pedalo. Now, if you've been watching, you'll have seen that there are 2 canoes that go with him. That's a safety thing. So 2 guys are in canoes at all time near him. And then there's a support boat, which even that looks grim. And today, I think there's going to be more boats because of safety. But it's not dangerous. Well, it is, slightly. But he'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And then through that window there behind us, we will see him finally come into the invisible finishing line. And he will then get off the pedalo, which, by the way, is also going to be hilarious because I've seen the place where the pedalo is meant to stop, and it's not like the side of a riverbank, like the River Way, where he can just pull up alongside it and then just easily step out.
No.
This is where boats are launched.
Yeah, that would be too easy if he could just step out.
So finally, there's a good chance he might fall in, which would be a lovely end to the week.
It would be perfect, actually. It would sum up the chaotic week that it's been, actually, wouldn't it?
So we're in a secret location this morning that I'm not allowed to say where it is. But if you could work out where we are, especially at this time in the morning, and you walked down the side of the River Thames and looked at some of the buildings, it would be the one building with a god amount of lights in there, shining out through the windows out into the street below, which is right by the River Thames. So we're not in the studio this morning. We are in this little secret location. We're in a massive room. It's very echoey. So if you're watching now on Global Player, you will see that I am wearing a black T-shirt. Dominic Byrne is with me.
Hello there, Chris.
Good morning.
I'm wearing a Richard Osman Hawaiian shirt.
There you are. It's a Hawaiian shirt with Richard Osman's face on.
There he is.
Let's go to Pippa, who's also with us this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. And you're wearing...
I too am wearing a Hawaiian shirt, not with Richard on, but with like palm trees and that.
Over your hoodie.
Over my hoodie because it's cold.
Yeah. And then James Robinson is right at the end.
I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
But I've got a jacket over it because it's cold.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've never seen that jacket before.
Thanks.
It's a new jacket.
It is newish.
Chelsea must have chosen that.
Yes, she did actually.
There you go. Was it free?
No, it wasn't free.
Was it expensive?
I don't know.
Oh,
it's a gift.
It's a decent make.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll send my thanks again.
Yeah. Loewe, very nice.
Oh, such a high stall, by the way. Look, I'm a head and shoulders above James and Dom. This is so
Actually,
weird.
perfect.
You can lower it.
It's actually perfect height for me.
I can't seem to lower it.
Well, you can go on your knees.
I could.
There's some awful wooden chairs around if you want a little wooden chair.
I might do that.
Have one of those.
It'd be perfect height.
So you can see us all morning. You can see us live. This is the lovely setup that we have. And if you cut to that lovely wide shot, what you can see there is that's not the moon outside. That is just a reflection of just one of the huge lights that we have here. We have 3 really bright lights shining on us for the whole show, which is great.
Don't look directly at them.
It's
Oh,
too,
I've just
it's
done
too
it.
late.
Oh,
It's too late.
don't do that.
I've done it. And we've got John in the studio. He's pressing the buttons because Captain Crapbeard is actually with us this morning.
Woo!
Hey, Captain.
Hello.
Nice shirt, Captain.
And next to him is Phoenix. And also Bella is here, our intern. And it's Bella's last day.
What a day to go out on.
Yeah, but totally overshadowed. Because if it wasn't for Toby, the whole show would have been about Bella today.
Absolutely.
And how brilliant she's been and everything, and how much her replacement, Harry Wonder, is not as good. I don't like.
No.
So, but it's her fault because she came into the studio the other day and said I look like Harry Hill.
Yeah, that was the first day actually, wasn't it?
one.
First day.
I think that was just because of the glasses, wasn't it, Becky?
Well, we
There's
can
a
try.
sort
We
of
can
panic.
try it. So I've got my glasses
Oh,
here.
here we
So
go.
if you're watching now, feel free to text in. I can see your text 83936. Okay, so this is me now. And now I'm going to put glasses on and tell me if I look like Harry Hill.
Oh.
I'm going to say no.
It's not. Yeah. It's not a. I mean, no. I mean.
Now, Dom, if you...
Chris has let it go, but Becky as well, which is we need to worry about.
There's only one
What
way.
did you call her?
Becky.
No, her name is Harry.
Oh, sorry,
or
Harry.
Stevie. So, as in Stevie Wonder.
Oh, I see Harry Wonder. There we go.
Yeah, so there we are.
There's
So,
only one way to find out.
yeah, and that's get rid of the intern. Now,
Now, welcome, Becky.
Welcome.
Welcome, yeah, thanks.
already the Chris Moyles Show audience has started texting in with their support and their love. Please, please, please stop explaining. We know you've explained the ins and outs of it all week, getting worse than a competition week. And stop saying Thames so many times in one sentence. I love you. That's from Jack Powell, who's a virgin.
Oh.
The time is 6:38.
Morning, Jack.
Yeah, it's nice that Jack's really supporting this whole charity thing where we're trying to raise loads of money for charities for people who really need help and support. But it's good. I'm sorry if I've annoyed you by explaining what's going on. How dare I?
Do one, Jack.
Chris, you look
No.
like a receding Harry Hill. How can I look like a receding... Harry Hill has no hair.
He's
That's
completely
even more
bald.
offensive.
Andy Wrexham says more Ronnie Barker. Thank you very much. Why is Harry Hill presenting? Where's Chris? I don't look like Harry Hill. Don't look anything like Harry Hill. If anything, I look like George Clooney with glasses on.
That was what Becky was going to say
That's what
after
exactly.
the Harry
That's what she
Hill.
emailed everyone. She just said.
Did you have a big collar on that day? I can't remember.
Amy's texting saying I look like Reggie Cray. So there you are.
Oh, there we are.
Ah, nice. That's
Take that.
lovely.
Tom
Right.
Hardy played Reggie Cray. at one point.
Let's have a look. Tom Hardy, Reggie Cray. Chris Moyles, Reggie Cray. Oh, it's like a mirror image,
Isn't it just, hey?
Chris, isn't it Pubcast today, says Mark in Liverpool. No, it's not.
No.
Now, we are working on the Pubcast still, and that will be happening later. We will do one this year, don't worry, but it just won't be, it's not in the next couple of weeks.
It's too close, isn't
It's
it?
too close. It would have been too much money. And also as well, what would you rather spend your money on? Toby's charity challenge or paying for a podcast where we're all drunk?
Yeah.
Toby would have raised nothing.
Absolutely.
So we've given up that for a couple of weeks so Toby can make some money. And he's done well. So far, we have raised over £100,000. I say we, you guys have done that. Actually, we've still chipped in.
We have chipped in, yeah.
We've texted in a few times. We'll be doing it again later. In fact, I might do it again in a few minutes.
Yeah.
We targeted the rich people yesterday, and it did very well. Although, we got, out of how many people who were listening to us, I was saying yesterday, if you've got Farrow and Ball paint in your house, or if you know what Tom Ford fragrances smell like, or if you've never turned right when you've got on an aeroplane because you've only gone left, then you need to text a £14 donation and we'll make some money. And we did make some money.
We did.
But it was about 65 text messages. Out of every single listener that we had, there were six. And I know there are a lot more rich people listening to the show than just 65. So what we've got are rich people and tight rich people.
That's it.
So there you are.
That's why they're rich.
We'll be talking to the tighter rich people later and getting them to give us some money, because 100,000 is an amazing amount of money that will go to Globals Make Some Noise, which then gets divvied up with all these lovely little tiny charities around the UK. But the more we can make, the better it is. And also, when we told Toby the total the other day, he had a beef up, didn't he, Tom? He had
a right beef up.
So if we could raise like £125,000, more beefing, £150,000, and we're not going to say it, but if the next big number up from that, if we could hit that, I mean, that'll push him over the edge.
Absolutely.
Not into the Thames, though, just like...
It'd be a mess of a man.
I'm not being funny. We do something for charity every year, our drunk podcast. We never cry during that, do we?
No, not once, I don't think.
Maybe after.
I
Next
cried
day.
once I heard the edit, actually, but yeah.
Well, no. You cried when you heard the pre-edit.
Oh, it was awful.
Why is it always you and me, Dom?
I don't know. I offered too much. I shared too
Yeah.
much. And I'm not going to do it again.
Remember that first year?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now, there's something else I want to show you. Then this is only just for the viewers, but this is a lovely thing. So this morning, we have got these mugs that we're drinking out of, mind the equipment, and they are Radio X mugs, which is lovely. Look at that. It's a lovely thing. Now, to make sure everybody here, because we've all got the same Radio X mugs, look, there's Pippa's, and... No, James, turn it around. Don't ruin the joke.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it?
Once again. Why we could have had Jordan.
I know.
I'm sorry.
No, you chose me.
I didn't choose you. So we have these Radio X mugs, and then on the back, because to make sure that we all drink out of our own mugs, they'll put our names in black Sharpie pen. They're white mugs. So mine says Chris, and Dom says Dom, and Pippa says Pippa, and all of that. Lovely. The only thing is I'm not left-handed, and nobody else on the show is.
I am.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
Are you
Great.
left-handed?
It's great.
Oh,
How
yeah.
did you not know
I
that?
don't know. I don't pay attention.
She's a lefty.
Thanks, Chris.
So when I drink my tea, I drink it out my right hand, which means the Radio X mug logo disappears, and what you see is a white mug with my name, Chris, written on it in black Sharpie.
It looks fairly budget, doesn't it, when you hold it up like that?
Now, Ross has taken the mantle of, that was my fault.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he said that was his fault.
Right.
So
Great-
there it
great
is.
For me, Ross.
He's
Thank
owning
you.
it.
Like that. Oh. Lovely hot beverage from my white mug with Chris on it. So there you are. It's also very cold in here, and it's also very echoey, but it is Friday, which is great news, and we got the Platinum Hour at 9 o'clock this morning. So here's the plan. It's 6:44 now. Toby is up, and we'll speak to him just after 7 o'clock, sometime after 7. And he will be setting off. Now, he's covered a lot of miles this week, so he doesn't have many miles left, which is great. He is only a few miles up the River Thames from us, but as we've established this week, a few miles could be 3 hours. So he'll be setting off later, and then he'll be finishing, and we genuinely don't know, but we're thinking it was going to be about before 11. And then as the week's gone on, I've thought this is going to be 11:30, 12, and we're staying on the air until he finishes. Which, by the way, I'll be talking to you about that later, Matt Deverson.
That was silly. We did that.
It's not a contract.
No.
But anyway, so with the river flowing so quickly, like it's flowing very, very quickly, the River Thames this morning. So imagine, when you fly back from holiday and you've got a tailwind and off you go, and it's great because you land quicker than you thought you would, but also makes it a little bit bumpy. So let's put that scenario in the scenario we're in, which is Toby Tarrant in a pedalo on the River Thames, which is flowing very, very quickly. And there will be other boats on the River Thames as well, because other boats are allowed on the River Thames, which might make it a little bit choppy. So the equivalent of it's quicker for him, but it's also going to be bumpy. Bumpy on the River Thames in a pedalo.
What could possibly go wrong, Chris?
Hence the added danger. Well, I mean...
Be fine, wouldn't it? He's got a life vest on, hasn't he? He'll be all right. He's got a life jacket.
He can't swim, though.
He can't swim. Oh, I didn't know that.
Hasn't he got like a party boat going next to him or something today?
Well, the support boat, I believe, is different, and essentially it looks like a booze cruise.
I think it's got a bar on it.
Brilliant.
Genuinely.
Oh, great.
So when they said in that email, it's like a booze cruise, it is a boat that they use for booze cruises.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just added torture for Thames, isn't it? That's added torture.
It is.
Did you start, the thing yesterday we talked about off air?
Not quite that.
Right, okay.
But there will be
Good.
that, but
All
not
right,
that.
good. All right, good.
Yeah.
Great.
We're trying to sort out just a nice little surprise for him. Obviously, the only thing he's looking forward to is A, getting off the pedalo, and B, a pint of Guinness.
Yeah.
And C, seeing Pippa.
Well, yeah.
So A, getting off the pedalo.
Yeah.
B, a pint of Guinness. C, finding out what the total is.
Yeah.
D, seeing Pippa.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're in there somewhere.
I'm there somewhere.
You're in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
You're in top 5.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, other news this morning, so much to talk about, is the fact that last night, here's the situation. So everybody had to be up earlier today because we're at this location down by the River Thames. It's not necessarily near where any of us live. It's not nearer to anyone, is it? Like everyone else lives... It's not served. It's not been good for anyone.
It's about equidistant for me, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
So, but did you have to get up earlier?
A little bit, 10 minutes earlier.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I normally get up. My alarm goes off at 5 to 5, and this morning it went off at 4:15. Ironically, my alarm went off before Dominic's, who lives further away, but he doesn't need as much time to get ready. For example, he doesn't need to do his hair anymore.
I don't have to wash my hair. Exactly. I save 10 minutes in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's great.
So I had to go to bed early last night, tried to go to bed early last night, so that's fine. And then Dom did the same, and then Pippa did the same. And James, did you go to bed early?
No. In fact, the opposite.
Oh, no, you got to bed late. Was it because you did not sleep, or was
very
it
late?
trouble?
No.
Was it trouble in the flat?
I
or-
went to an awards do.
Love and awards.
Yeah, Chelsea was nominated for an award.
Well, you know it's not you.
It wasn't me. No.
What, for cheapholidayexpert.com?
Yes.
That's cheapholidayexpert.com.
Oh.
It was the B Creator Awards, and she was nominated.
And she got a
for
nomination
travel.
for that?
Yeah, she did.
That's so
we
good.
went, had some wine.
So what was the category she was nominated for?
Travel Creator. of
Travel
the
creator.
year.
And how many people are in the nominees?
6 people.
6?
It's a lot.
6 people.
Wow.
And is there a bronze, silver, and gold, or is it just one winner?
No, Bush, straight to the winner.
Bush.
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 Bush, straight
what's
to
The winner gets a bush?
No bushes, just
Right.
the winner.
Okay.
Oh,
That's really hard. If there's only one prize, but there's 6 nominees,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Never mind, though. It's good to get nominated.
It was
Yeah.
good.
And can you tell us who else you might have been nominated or up against with? That's terrible grammar, Christopher.
Big players. in
Big
the
player, a
game.
guy called Alex, Paolo, Sean and Ben.
Never heard of any of these
Some
people.
a YouTube guy called Tim.
Sorry, never heard of him. No.
Who's
But
Tim?
yeah,
No.
some good people.
And who won?
Chelsea won. Yay! Well done. Did a good speech. I'm proud.
And where was this taking place?
The Roxy in
In Nottingham.
East London.
Oh, is that Limehouse way?
Yeah, that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got that. I'm thinking
Now
of
this is brilliant. So when did you know that you were going to go to this awards ceremony?
About 3 months ago.
3 months ago. So what was Chelsea's great idea?
Chelsea had a brilliant idea,
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
She was like, we'll have a nice late night because it's great to be nominated for something.
Yeah.
And we'll book a hotel in Leicester Square.
Brilliant.
So James can just go straight into work.
So from that hotel's front door to our radio station's front door is approximately how long a journey?
10 to 12 seconds.
That's right, 10 to 12 seconds. But we're not there this morning,
we're
are we,
not.
James?
I had to walk past our studio
Yeah.
and get in a taxi.
That
The one
is
day I've
awful.
stayed in Leicester Square in 8 years.
That
The
is
one day he could have literally set his alarm for 6, got up, had a shower, got changed, sauntered downstairs, had a chat with the doorman, and then walked across Leicester Square and been in the studio for 12 minutes past 6. Not happened.
No.
So, but you got to bed early, yeah?
1 o'clock,
Oh, James.
And what time did you get up?
4:30.
You're a cheeky, tired wizard, aren't you, James?
Very tired. Good.
Very tired, James.
A full 3.5 hours sleep
Oh,
there.
dear, mate.
Now, the fun doesn't stop there because I was talking to Phoenix, who does all our videos
Yes.
and everything, and Phoenix was saying to me in the week, there's Phoenix.
There he is, look.
Look at that lovely
Next
face.
to Captain.
And Phoenix said, you had to get up early on Friday. And I said, yeah, I'm going to have to go to bed early Thursday night. That'll be fine. I'll just go in the spare room, say goodnight to Tiff and Leia, and off I go. No problem. But yeah, I'll have to get up about 4:15. And Phoenix was saying, yeah, I've got to get up about 4:45. And I'm like, oh my God, that's 03 something. And that's two. And then he went, yeah, but I'm meant to be going to a gig. And I'm like, what gig? And he goes, well, Bella, our intern, has got tickets for this gig, and we're going to go to this gig. And Phoenix is making that face as he's saying it. And I'm like, okay, was the gig near where you live? No. And I'm like, so then yesterday I went, listen, you do what you want to do. Some would say, don't go to the gig. Now, is it just you and Bella? He goes, no, there's a few people going. So I went, all right, so if you bail, bearing in mind Bella also has to be here, but it's her last day, so she doesn't give a crap.
She doesn't care.
Like,
She doesn't care anymore.
I don't know, she's got any sleep,
It's
been
dialing
out
it
all
in.
night, smoking the pot noodle. I've no idea, right? But it's her last day. She doesn't care. It's not like Radio X will say, great, we'll give you a full-time job starting Monday. So she's like, forget your last
In
job.
your face, that's what Bella says.
So anyway, I see Phoenix this morning and I'm like, oh my God, he's going to be hanging. And I go, how are you? And he goes, yeah, I'm all right. I said, did you go to the gig? He went, no. And I went, do you know what? Maybe that's really good for you. He goes, no. I went home and had a nap and fell asleep and woke up at 10:30 last night.
Oh, no, really?
Rock and roll feed.
Yeah.
Oops-a-daisies. So never made it to the gig. And I said, and then were you wide awake? He went, no, I went straight back to sleep. And I slept all the way through till 3:45 this morning.
So you're perky as anything today, Phoenix? Yeah. Too much
So you've
sleep.
got Phoenix who's had too much sleep,
Yeah.
James who's had virtually no sleep.
Oh, I'll do that on Saturday.
It's all a disaster. What are you handing me?
We've had our first little picture through of the start line. It's a beautiful morning.
It is, actually.
Oh.
The sun is coming up. It looks lovely.
Oh, it's a lovely picture in the background, but Toby looks very tired.
He does
doesn't he?
look tired. He looks sore even in that picture.
And thinner.
Shall I show it to the camera so everyone can see?
Yeah.
I don't know if this will work, but let's try it.
Oh, a little experiment.
There we go. There it is.
There we go.
Oh, lovely. He is, yeah. He's ready to finish now, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
It is exciting.
That face is, I've had enough. Thanks very much.
Oh. Right, come back now.
Remember we're doing radio?
We're on the airwaves.
Radio.
Oh, bless him. He's ready to go.
He is. He's ready to go home.
Well, hey, it's like the Big Breakfast, Tom, again, isn't
Way.
it? It's like the Big Breakfast, you know, when it was watchable before we all realised he was a massive... Now, also what we've got...
That's it.
is Jill Scott, the lioness, is going to be coming down to support Toby and getting in the pedalo with him. Now, would you want Jill Scott with you on the day where the Thames is flowing very fast? Bearing in mind, Jill is very competitive.
She's very, very competitive, uber fit. There is a slight worry that it may well turn into a speedboat at some point this morning.
He could set off at 8:15 and be here by 9.
He could quite easily, actually.
It's not that fast flowing. It's quite...
Well, you've got
But
Jill
it's Jill Scott.
It's choppy rather than, so... It's going to be hard work. Also, there's lots of weird little currents as well, so he could get, caught in a little current and end up going back on himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So-
that nearly happened yesterday on the River Way as he approached a weir. Yeah, he started, drifting off down, and then he had to, pedal back on himself, and then he went into a branch.
What weir was it? Was it Brett?
Who's Brett?
Get me Brett Ware, I said.
Got it.
You got it?
Oh,
We're really cool, aren't we?
Yeah, aren't we
Jerky
just?
Boys reference for everyone.
So there you go. So that is the first half hour of the Chris Moyles Show. So after the news, I'm going to be asking you to give us some money because that's what it's all about. We're going to be doing that. And because it is actual Make Some Noise Day today, where everybody in the building is wearing bright clothes and doing wacky things. Thank God we're not in that godforsaken place today. It's like hell on earth on Make Some Noise Day. Organised fun. Jeepers, do me a favour, Ashley. But it's all for a good cause. So we will be trying to get some money. And we'll be playing some audio from some of the charities later. That's going to tug at your heartstrings. But we'll take a break, and Dominic has got your news next.
The Chris Moyles Show. The Chris Moyles Show.
If you're watching on Global Player this morning, you can see. Oh, it's very heavy that. You can see the beautiful River Thames. That let's be honest, that most of our listeners only ever see at the start of EastEnders. And let's be honest, who watches EastEnders anymore?
Very good point.
There it is in all its glory. It looks like it's going to be a lovely looking day today, but as Dom says, 13 degrees. It's a little bit chilly, isn't it? It's a bit chilly.
Well, chilly.
And we're live in our beautiful secret location. Look at this. Look at us here. We look like we're at a convention.
It is, yeah, it does have a convention look, doesn't it?
Are we going to do a Q&A?
Sure. What's it like working with Chris Moyles?
Actually, you know, he's actually a really fun guy.
Why do you sound so surprised?
Two actuallys in there.
Actually, he's really fun.
Actually.
What's it like working with James Robinson?
Actually, very
Well, no, that wasn't to you, James, obviously.
I enjoy it.
What time do you have to get up in the morning, Dom? Do you have to go to bed early?
Do you have to go to
How
bed
much
early?
of the show is scripted?
It's all scripted.
Yeah.
We've said this before, it's all scripted.
Yeah, we're on page 3 now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
I am.
just page 3. No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're not.
Dom's office.
There you go. Pippa's on page 3 this morning. So,
Wow.
Stop. Weirdly.
yeah.
We both
Oh,
are.
I might have page 3.
And we are live on Global Player. You can watch us all morning. Please do just switch us on your phone. If you've got a Global Player app on your TV, like if you've got Sky or whatnot, or if you've got a smart TV with apps on, you can open it up and you can watch us on your telly. Way! And all that business.
We're on the television again.
We are on the television again, and we are here because we're raising as much money as we can for Global's Make Some Noise, our charity. Toby Tarrant is going to be on the River Thames today on a pedalo, on a unicorn pedalo. He's going to get some looks from people who don't listen to Radio X today, isn't he?
Absolutely. Yeah, you will.
We're right under the flight path as well. So we get all the planes are flying in this morning.
Oh,
so it's a lovely view.
This is great for James, all these big planes going around.
And thank God, because if you look at that shot of James or Dominic or whatever, what's lovely is we've got a camera outside so we can see the River Thames, which is great because we can't see much through these really dirty windows. Absolutely filthy.
That's very true, actually.
Look at the state. Look at that.
Yeah, they could give those a clean, couldn't they?
They need to get Mickey Windows over.
Oh, Mickey Winders.
Do that.
He's great. He's cheap as well. Cheap as chips.
So, yes, we are trying to raise some money for Toby's massive challenge. Toby gets nothing out of this, by the way. He's not skimming anything off the top.
No, he wasn't allowed to.
He's had, what, 1 Guinness a night?
Yeah. Is that all he's had? Literally just one pint,
I
is
think,
it?
I think he said he's been treating himself to 1 Guinness a night, but he's burning a lot of
It's
calories
something
every
like
day.
4,000 calories a day, which is like the equivalent of running the London Marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Which, you know, I've already done.
Have you done the marathon,
Yeah,
Pip?
just thought I'd
You
mention
really
it.
should mention that more.
You've done the Great North Run, though, Dom.
I have, back in 2005. It's the last time I ran for anything, including a bus.
Whoa.
My stepson did it the other day, by the way. Not the London Marathon, but a half marathon in 1 hour 37. That's like an hour faster than I did it in.
What?
1
Whose
hour
phone's
30
going off?
Dawn's.
Cracker.
Cracker.
Is that you?
James.
What a grass.
What I love is the guy who's responsible for us actually broadcasting live and
Yeah.
making sure it sounds great. He's left his phone on. So, shall we talk about Toby's big challenge and try and get some money?
Let's.
If you've not given us any money yet, I don't know what to do now. Should we just do tennis or should we just go for the rich people very quickly?
Well,
we're going to do both.
Biggins.
What you can afford, eh?
Yeah, A.
Eh?
What you
What
can
can
afford.
afford?
What you can
A.
afford, eh?
I'm 80 years old.
Hey.
So, yes, you can donate and you can give us some money today. And that money will all go to Global's Make Some Noise, which is the charity, our charity. Toby is on his final day today. So if you've not given anything, but you can give something, let's do it now.
Tarrant versus the Thames.
Proudly supported by Domino's.
Radio X.
I'll do it now as well. Now, if you can afford to give us a tenner, we would love a tenner from you. If you can afford to give us 20 quid, that would be even better. We also have the option of 30, and we also have the option of 40. Now, if you're stupid rich, right? If you, let's say you own a share of Amazon, or something like that, then you can go on the website, which is makesomenoise.com, or go into Radio X website, click on Tarrant versus the Thames, and you can indeed give us whatever you'd like to give us. You want to give us 50 quid, you want to give us £100. Let's just say you're a crazy billionaire and you want to give us £1 million. That's doable.
You're allowed to do that.
Fine.
We will not stop you. No. In fact, I dare you.
No.
I bet you daren't give us £1,000. You big rich chicken.
Yeah, you're rich.
But for the rest of you, if you can give us a tenner, that'd be great. 20, 30 or 40. And the way we do it is you write a text to 70766 and I will do it now on my mobile phone.
Me too.
I'll do it on my mobile phone as well.
Me too.
And then let's all press send together.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right? So the number is 70766. Okay? And then you write TOBY, Toby, and then the amount you want to give us, which is either 10, 20, 30 or 40. So you write TOBY and then 10, 20, 30 or 40. But you do it all one word. So it's TOBY10 or TOBY20, TOBY30, TOBY40. So it's just the one word, okay? The number is 70766. I'm going to give you time to just get your phone out. 70766 is the Make Some Noise number. 70766. And then it's Toby 10, Toby 20, Toby 30 or Toby 40. TOBY40 for you rich people with your Pharaoh and Ball paint.
Yeah.
TOBY30, where you've only got Pharaoh and Ball in one room. TOBY20, you don't know what Pharaoh and Ball is, but you can afford to give us 20 quid. And for the rest of you, TOBY10. Okay, 70766 is the number. 100% of your donation will go to our charity Global's Make Some Noise. If you're under 16, please ask the bill payer's permission. Standard network charges may apply. For terms and conditions and more info, you can go to makesomenoise.com. Okay?
Yeah.
So TOBY, I'm going to do 20.
Okay.
But you can do 30 or 40 or 10. And then you press send in 3, 2, 1. Send. Dee-dee. There you are.
Ding.
Now, you'll get a text message back that says, thank you very much for your donation. Add gift aid at no extra cost. Now, what you want to do is click that link. Do it now. Click it. It is really easy. It is no cost to you, and it is more money for us. It's 25% from the government, so 25p for every pound. So you basically say, I'm a UK taxpayer, aged over 18, blah, blah, blah. I confirm the above statement is correct. You put your first name in, you put your last name in, you put your house number, and then you put your postcode, and then you click add gift aid. Done. That's it. That is done. So I gave 20 quid, and the government have now thrown in an extra £5. So that text there from me is £25.
Love
so
it.
Make some noise. So if you've done 10, you've just given £12.50. If you've done 30, you've given £37.50.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. And if you text 40, then that's an extra tenner from the government, which means that's 50 quid, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you very, very much. James can see if anybody texts that number, and you can also see if you haven't, you rich Pharaoh and Ball paint people. So thank you very much in advance. If you can't afford it, I totally understand it. Then don't worry about it. Just don't have any guilt about it. It's totally fine. Look after yourself and yours first. That's fine. Let the fire and ball paint people do the rest.
The F&Bs, we call them.
We've had so many text messages from support. We've had a lot of text messages from people saying, look, I'd love to give, but I just can't give at the moment. It's totally fine. I don't want you to feel pressured in any way whatsoever. I know it's very tough for a lot of people out there, which is why we have the charity in the first place.
Yeah.
And the charity covers a whole range of stuff, from homelessness to mental health to carers to kids. And you're going to be hearing later on this morning from a couple of people who are involved in these charities. One of them is, they're both sad stories, to be fair, because obviously, people are struggling and they need help, and these charities are set up to help people. But if you've got kids, when you hear a certain bit of audio later, if you haven't given us any money, or even if you have, you'll be picking up your phone again and texting. And I have it standing by, you'll be pleased to hear. Let me just stop this. I have Dominic Byrne, exactly what we always do on Make Some Noise Day.
Yeah.
I have the instrumental of Fix You by Coldplay. Because when you play this music and you lower your voice down to this tone, you can say anything, and it sounds very emotive. Dominic Byrne is a grown man with no hair.
Hello.
He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt with photographs of Richard, what's his name? Richard Osman from House of Cards.
Yeah, House of
Games.
Look at him. This man really needs your help.
Please give generously.
This is James Robinson. He looks like a boy, but he's actually legally a grown man. He gets ID'd constantly, even at Greg's.
Yeah.
Your money will go to give him a proper ID card to prove that he is actually a man, even though he doesn't look like he's a man.
He hasn't had a sozzy roll for years.
Let's look at Pippa.
Hello.
She's perfect, of course.
Of course she is. Don't need anything.
And finally, if you just pan that handheld camera to the left to Captain Crapbeard over there.
Oh, yeah.
This,
Lots of help
This
needed.
is Captain Crapbeard. Look at his silly face. Look at that beard. He's been growing that beard since the age of 22. It's been a long time. In fact, it's so bad, the camera just broke down by looking at his weird face.
You've literally broken the camera. What's happened? Oh, there he's back again now.
So please, give whatever you can. See, it works a treat, doesn't it?
It does. Just when the piano comes in.
It's worth flagging at this stage, by the way. If you want to give more, you can go to Global Player and put in a custom amount. So,
I did that.
You know.
I said that right at the top of the link.
I just got a little flag from
who?
management.
Who was it?
Just saying, just a reminder.
Who was it?
No.
Name them, because I said it right at the very beginning of the link.
It was the boss.
Was it Matt
Sorry,
Devison?
Matt.
All right, let's stop the music. So listen, Matt, here's what we did. Right at the start of the link, if you've been actually paying attention, which is ironic that you weren't, because it is your radio station after all, I said you can actually go on the website. Did you hear the bit where we said, I dare you to give us £1,000? Because I'm pretty sure that was on the air, wasn't it? That was when we said, go to Radio X, click on Tarrant versus the Thames, and you can donate via the website. We also mentioned makesomenoise.com as well there. So thanks for listening, Devo. What's the point of me being here? I may as well just go home.
Oh, no.
No, don't go home. No, oh no.
Oh, he's gone.
It's time for Dominic's disco.
Dom's Disco on Radio X.
Dom,
Brought
you're
to you
up.
with Andrex. Hello. Oh, you're back again?
Back because there's nowhere else to go.
I panicked, James.
But I'll wait now until Matt Devison sends another text saying, sorry about that, my bad. You're right, I wasn't paying attention. Do you think he's got capital extra on?
Could have.
Is that what it is?
Somebody just felt compelled to text Dom 10. Listen, it was a joke. It's not about me. It's all about Toby.
Could we do that next year, James? If we just set up like James 10, Pippa 10, Chris 10, Dom 10, and people do it accidentally, we get the coin.
We get the money.
Would we get gift aid, or would we need to be a registered charity?
I think that'll be the least of our problems.
We'd swerve the gift aid.
Okay, all right.
Toby's ready, by the way, at the side of the Thames to chat to us in a bit.
Oh, he is?
He's
Oh,
ready
in that
to
case,
go.
we better let's get a crack on then and get into the show. So, Thank you very much for watching this morning, because you can watch, and thank you for listening. I know more people are listening than watching. We are live for the final day of Tarrant versus the Thames.
Radio X. Coming up. More from the Chris Moyles Show, broadcasting live from the banks of the River Thames.
Just outside, yes.
It hasn't exactly been smooth sailing for Toby on his pedalo challenge this week. How will he handle the final day? Plus, we will chat to Toby shortly before we send him off for his last voyage with his new pedalo friend to Lula's Sparkle Party.
That's the name, yes.
You could say Toby will give us the pedalo down. If you don't like that joke, I stole it from Johnny Vaughan yesterday.
Oh, no.
The Chris Moyles Show.
I like that.
Radio X.
So live all morning from our secret location by the banks of the River Thames here in London for the final day of Tarrant versus the Thames, and we will speak to Mr. Toby Tarrant in just a few minutes. So I can see Toby Tarrant. We're going to speak to him in just a couple of seconds, but what I like is the fact that he's currently holding his phone down. He's on FaceTime, so all I can see is his chin, his big beardy chin.
His hairy chin.
And he's in his Adam's apple. That's all I can see. And the fact that he's not responding is quite worrying.
I don't think he's listening at the moment.
He's clearly not listening, is he?
No.
But that's fine. So we're going to go and speak to Toby in just a couple of seconds. We are live this morning. We're streaming live on Global Play. You can watch us all morning. We are right next to the River Thames in a secret location here in London. We're not saying we're in Putney, are we?
No, we haven't.
Oh, we're near
Is that
Putney
in Putney?
Bridge,
Putney
yeah.
Bridge.
We're in a secret location near Putney Bridge.
That's it.
On the
Around-
south side.
Yeah.
And if you were to walk down the road outside next to the banks of the River Thames and look up, you would find us very easily, because you would see 3 people wearing Hawaiian shirts in the window.
That's it. Loads of wires and stuff.
And I feel really bad because I've seen so many people jogging this morning already. It's killing.
Really?
Oh, there's loads out there. There's loads.
It's actually a lovely day.
All right.
We're very lucky.
As Bill Withers would say, Dom.
Yeah.
It's a lovely day.
It's a lovely day.
Toby, are you ready? Toby, we're coming to you now. We're going to come to you now, love. Are you ready? We're live now. Here we go.
Tarrant versus the Thames.
Proudly supported by Domino's.
Radio X.
Oh, my God, I hope you can hear me. Let's say good morning to Toby Tarrant and find out if Toby can hear me. Can you hear me?
Morning.
Hey! Morning, Toad.
I was just talking about you because you were holding your phone at such an angle. All I could see was your big ginger chin, but you weren't reacting. You seemed to be having a chat. Now, before we get into everything else, I've been meaning to pick a few words with you, which is not even grammatically correct. We've been doing these chats every morning to boost you up and get you on your way. And every day we do a brilliant countdown to you setting off, which is so exciting.
It really is exciting.
And then we watch you with the live camera while you're on the pedalo, clearly not listening to the show.
Yeah, well, there's just so many other good stations out there.
Right.
That's what it is.
Is it that Heart Musical's got you?
Yeah, exactly. It's Heart Christmas I'm on at the moment. Genuinely, I can't hear you. You cut out as soon as I get round the corner every morning. So I would love to listen, Chris. I really would. I'll make sure I download the podcast, available later today on Global Player.
Yeah, it's a good one. Thank you very
a
much.
belter,
It features a lot of you this week. Surprise, surprise.
Well, then I'll definitely download it.
Talk me through yesterday. How was yesterday for day 4?
Yesterday was physically the hardest day because I stupidly had to do an extra couple of about 2.5 miles. So physically it was the toughest. I'm the sorest I've ever been this morning. But I have to admit, I'd be lying if I didn't say I loved every second of yesterday. It was because I knew that it was Friday the next day. You told me in the morning how much money we raised. Although it was painful and long, I literally loved every second. It was great.
Do you know, people was just saying that to us this morning.
She
but
was.
it was something else entirely.
Word for word.
She
Weird.
said it was painful and long, but she did enjoy it. And the thing is... so here we are now. This is it. It feels like, to us, it feels like only moments ago that we were saying, here we are, it's day 1. I'm sure your legs and back feel as though that wasn't just a few moments ago. But you are... literally a few miles up the Thames from where we are. But as we know, with the speed of the pedalo, it's a few hours away.
Yeah.
But you are literally a Jeff Capes away from us.
Yeah, I think we're like, so because of all the miles I've done the last few days, I've got just over 5 miles today. I've got the help. Have you announced who's helping me? Do people know who's helping me? Yeah. So I figured if there's anyone that knows how to finish off a job and get it done properly, it's Jill Scott. So Jill Scott's going to help me. So I think the first mile and a half with Jill will be hopefully a little bit easier. And then the big thing is it's all a bit unknown because the River Way, when I was on it in my pedalo, I was half the width of the river.
Yeah.
And now it's quite intimidating being stood here and looking out at the Thames, which is, I don't know, 10, 12 times the width of the River Way.
It's huge, isn't
She's
it?
quite a beast, isn't she, Tobes?
Well, I was starting to think she didn't exist because it's taken 5 days to get here. I thought that maybe she was made up by Big River. I thought she didn't actually exist. But we're here. It smells a bit funky, and I've been told by the canoeists that I need to constantly sanitize my hands, and I've got this cut. I've got a cut on my thumb that keeps getting worse. And we've had to cover it up because basically, I think the Thames, she's full of poo.
Right.
Lovely.
Your legs may dissolve if you fall in. That's what I've heard.
There's a chance with the tide and the poo that we kill national treasure Jill Scott. But hey, imagine the ratings, eh?
Oh, the headlines, Tobes. The headlines.
Oh, no such thing as bad press.
Exactly.
Not really. Well, it's you're so close to the end now. This is it. I mean, you can almost taste it, but I wouldn't. From what you just said, I really wouldn't taste it. We've got a little message as well to play, which has been sent in to us. So hopefully this will just give you a little boost on your final push.
All right, Toby, because you're friends with one of my top clients, Dom's arranged a very special massage for the end. Looking forward to giving you a well-earned pummeling today. Lots of love, Babs and all the girls at Rub and Relax. See you Sunday, Dom, for the usual.
I can't believe you've got that audio. That's really embarrassing.
There's your mate Babs.
She's mates with Bendy Wendy. That's how we met.
So there you go.
Really kind of you to arrange that for
You are
Toby.
Tobes. This one's on me, so to speak.
Yeah. So
I'm sure that was very heartfelt and touching. The problem was I didn't hear a single bit of it.
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you what it was. It was basically the girls from Rub and Relax have offered you a free massage because Dominic is their #1 client.
Right.
They see me on Sunday for the usual, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Dom, because I know you're very precious about those ladies and you don't like to share them.
You are welcome.
I don't know if it's going to be Babs who's going to be giving you the rub down, because Babs is for a certain clientele. Dom likes the older women.
Freakishly strong fingers. That's what we say about Babs.
She has to put on a welder's mask when she gets to Dom.
Hey, she was an Olympic shot putter, wasn't she, in the 50s?
She was in the 1850s.
Rub and Relax.
So enjoy that, and you can have. And also as well, are you looking forward to a Guinness?
I am very, 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 very much looking forward to a Guinness. Do you know what? I had one Guinness in the pub last night, and I got to the hotel last night, and I was like, I mean, I've come this far. I could have the second one, but I was like, no, it will taste much better in the morning if I don't.
Definitely.
This is the least amount of Guinness he's ever had in a week, isn't it?
And the week before, you didn't drink at all.
I know. I can't work out if this has been the longest week of my life because of the pedalo or because of the lack of alcohol.
Yeah, well, I would say a bit of both.
It's worth saying today isn't going to be easy. So you've still got 5 miles.
Yeah, and it's like I say, it's all a bit unknown because I've had an extra canoeist has been added.
Nice.
Because one of them has to be clipped on behind me at all times in case I basically just start going around in circles because of the swell.
Oh dear.
Which would be bad for you, but it would look hilarious, wouldn't it?
It would. And also the support boat that's been chugging alongside us the last few days. We've got one about 10 times the size that essentially is a booze cruise. Apparently there's a bar on it.
We've heard this. Because I said it. Apparently it looks like, I heard it looks like a booze cruise, and then from what we've gathered, we think it is an actual booze cruise boat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I went on it for my mate's 21st about 10 years ago.
And the other thing as well, which we haven't mentioned, is there's been no traffic on the River Way apart from Toby. When he gets to the Thames, this is like the M25.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, already this morning we got down here really early, and so many people rowing. What's wrong with them? But yeah, like we've seen hundreds of people rowing past already this morning.
Yeah.
And going rapid as well. They're popular. They're like Olympian rowers.
Do you know, I'm worried as well that Jill Scott's just going to get way too competitive, getting that pedalo and start pedaling for her life, and she's going to break Toby's legs because he'll be like, no, not that fast, love. Slow down.
She's not here yet. The first thing I'm going to say to her is, like, take it easy, Jill. This isn't a Euros final. Calm down.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, well, listen, good luck. Go and get yourself ready,
Thank you.
and we will check in with you when you're all ready to set off for your
Lovely.
final day.
Lovely. I've got a 20-minute safety briefing now, so that's something to look forward to.
Wow.
Oh, is there any way we can listen to that? Because that sounds brilliant.
Sounds the best.
Yeah, you know, I'll record it. I'll send you the audio.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, lovely.
You're welcome.
All right, good luck, Toby.
Right, thanks, guys. I'll see you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Tarrant versus the Thames.
Day 5.
Radio X.
There he goes, Mr. Toby Tarrant. God love him. 7:37, it's the final day, it's the final push. We're going to be asking you for more money in just a few seconds if you haven't given us any yet. In the meantime, Green Day. I heard you crying loud. Carl and Dreaming of You, 7:47. Good morning. Welcome to the Chris Moyles Show. If you've just woken up, we are live today from our secret location down by the banks of the River Thames in London. We've got, is it our mate doing the drone today?
It is. Androne.
Androne. Look at that. You can probably see there's a beautiful shot. The sun is just coming up over, I guess that's Putney Bridge, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know this area of London. I've only lived here for most of my life.
It's south, isn't it? You're not sure about south.
I don't
are you?
cross the river, no. I've done well for myself. I don't live over the river.
You genuinely used to think you had to have a jab to go south of the river, didn't you?
We're south.
Listen,
Exactly.
it's not London, is it? That's once you get over the water.
We're north side.
And I can say that because we've got 11 listeners in London, so none of them will be offended. And even if they are, they can't afford to text in and complain. So, just a joke, of course. It's like anywhere else, whichever area you live in, that's the best area, blah, blah, blah. Right, I'm going to switch all your microphones off now. And I need to start lowering my voice to do the serious stuff. So Toby every day this week has been on a pedalo on the River Wey. It was meant to be on the Thames. As you know, it's been riddled with disaster. And let me remind you once again, none of it his fault, which is unbelievable. And it's all to do with our charity, Globals Make Some Noise. And we're going to talk about it right now. So this is the bit where I'm going to ask you to text in. And if you text in already and you don't want to text in again, that's fine. And if you can't afford to text in, that is also fine. But if you can afford to text in, we're going to ask you for some money because the charity is an amazing charity. It's quite a quirky idea that Global, which owns Radio X and Capital and LBC and all these other radio stations, set up a charity to raise as much money as it can. Now, what it does with that money, it gives it to other little charities all across the UK. And these are charities that deal with stuff like homelessness, mental health issues, a lot of mental health issues, and that is just increasing as the years go by, and loads of stuff to do with kids and the families of kids. And these charities are very, very important. They're very, very small. A lot of them are tiny. Literally, a lot of the charities that I've spoken to over the years have come about because something happens to their child and they don't know much about it. It's a very rare thing. And then so they realize there's not a lot of help out there. So what they do then is they think, well, other parents are going to go through all of this and their kids are going to go through this. So we should set something up to help people in the future, which is such a lovely, selfless thing to do. And one of those charities I'm going to tell you about right now, and I will warn you, I'm about to play the instrumental of Coldplay's Fix You, and I'm going to tell you about the Grace Kelly Childhood Cancer Trust. This is one of the charities that we help with Make Some Noise. And Amelia is 5 years old. She's a beneficiary of this charity, together with James, who is Amelia's dad. Now, the charity, the Grace Kelly Childhood Cancer Trust, as you can imagine, it provides support to families dealing with childhood cancer and other rare diseases. Now, when Amelia was just 5 years old, she was diagnosed with a very rare disease, very rare. It meant that she had to go through chemotherapy and she also had a stem cell transplant at the age of 5. Her name is Amelia. She is an adorable little cutie, and this is her.
I had to have a needle in my arm, and I had to have blood taken out, and I had to put platelets and blood back in me, and I had to be attached to a machine. I had to stop swimming and couldn't go to school and had to stop going to ballet too. I did have to stay in my house for lots of months so I didn't get infections. The worst thing is that I can't see all my friends. It felt sad. And then Sam came along to my house to play games with me and look after me. It made me feel really happy. I like playing pebble, painting and planting sunflowers. I would like to say thank you for Sam to look after me. It was nice to have a visitor.
She's adorable. So 5 years old. Now, she had this rare disease. She didn't have cancer, but she had to go through the chemotherapy, which, if you've been through it yourself, like yourself or somebody in your family, you'll know is just chemotherapy can be brutal. And imagine that at 5 years old. After several health setbacks, during the 21 weeks of home isolation, Amelia is now feeling much better. She's returned to school. She's returned to her dance classes. She loves being reunited with her friends. She's now competing in dance competitions with her big sister. And that is with the help of a great charity. And this is where you come in. Because we need to raise as much money as we can. This is the Grace Kelly Child Cancer Trust, just one of the many, many charities that we support. So, here's what you do. If you can give us a tenner, text Toby10, TOBY10 to 70766. That's TOBY10 to 70766. If you can give us £20, it's Toby20, £30 is Toby30, and £40 is Toby40. The number is 70766. And I'm going to do that thing now where I go, you've got kids. You don't want to go through that. This charity helps the families, helps Amelia, helps Amelia's dad, James. And now Amelia is doing really well. She now has a bit of a life back. She's now hanging with her friends. And that absolutely has been so helpful, the charity, to her. So text Toby, TOBY10, if you want to give a tenner. TOBY20, if you can do 20 quid. If you can do £40, it's TOBY40. Every single penny of that money will go to our charity Global's Make Some Noise, and it could end up at the Grace Kelly Childhood Cancer Trust or one of the many, many other charities that we do. 100% of your money goes to the charity. If you are under 16, please ask the bill pays permission. Standard network charges may apply. Terms, conditions and more info, head to makesomenoise.com. Toby is a few miles down the road and he's going to get back on his pedalo because he's been doing that. His back is killing him, his legs are killing him, but we're going to raise as much money as we can today. So, from all of us, thank you very much for giving us some money to make some noise today. And now I'll play a song so you can wipe your eyes. You're welcome. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because, you know, it's not fair to do the Coldplay Fix You and the cute little girl and everything like that. But I'm afraid that's how it works. And that's how we get you to give us some money because, and you're not meant to say this when you do it, guilt. And emotion.
I think it works. Looking by the text, I think it works.
And I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
But she's adorable. Toby met her, right? Toby met her?
He did. He did. She got on the boat with him.
Yeah, her and her dad, I think it was, wasn't it? Which is really cute.
Somebody's just texted in, imagine a world without Amelia. please donate.
Oh,
That sums
sweet.
it up, doesn't
okay, I'm going to the break. I'm going to hit the button and hope the jingle starts. If it doesn't, just wait and see what happens. Yay!
The Chris Moyles Show.
Dominic's got your news next. Oh, I went all Chris Tarrant there. Oh, by the banks of the River Thames. My stupid son, Toby Tarrant. What a nincompoop. He's going to be visiting but not later today. What are you doing there, Dom?
I am going to go and have a little wander around outside by the banks of the Thames.
But you're going to move away from the microphone. How will we hear you?
Because I'll be on a different microphone, Chris. I'll be on a, what we call in the trade, a handheld.
Oh, a handheld.
But I'll also be getting my coat as well. Okay. It's very bloomin' nippy outside.
It is very, very cold outside this morning, but it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day.
That way.
That way, Dom.
No, that way, Dom.
Oh, that way, bye-bye.
The door.
Oh, yes, the door.
There you go.
We've had Ross waiting there especially to guide him
I
out.
know. Sorry.
You can watch us live, by the way. We're on Global Player, so you can watch us this morning. If you've got Global Player, the official Radio X app, you can also donate via Global Player as well to Toby versus the Thames Day 5. It's Tarrant versus the Thames. I should know. It says it there. It says Tarrant versus the Thames. And as well as that, you can watch the show. We're streaming all the way through until Toby finishes. And you'll be able to watch, fingers crossed, Toby stumble out of the pedalo with his weary legs and cross the invisible finish line, and then we will all go hooray, and then he'll hug Pippa and he'll cry, and then he'll get given a pint of Guinness, and then he'll really cry because he'll be delighted with that. And so we're here. Jill Scott is going to be joining Toby on the first mile or so of today's challenge, the final day. It's about 5 miles, which sounds like nothing, but 5 miles in a pedalo. You've been in a pedalo before. You've been to Alton Towers, right? You've been in a pedalo. Nobody wants to do 5 miles, and this is his final 5 miles today.
And he's 6'5" and he's cramped up.
Yeah. As I've said, since I heard about it, they've not thought it through. And speaking of not thinking it through, let's find out where Dominic is, because he's got a radio microphone, and just down there on the screen, Dominic, where are you, Dom?
Hello there, Chris. And welcome to Dom by the Thames.
Oh, lovely.
It's a new show I've just devised where I stand next to rivers around the UK.
Brilliant.
So essentially where I am right now, I'm going to go over this way a bit. Ross is telling me where to go. Okay. Where do we go, Ross? Over this way a little bit. So this is where Toby will get out of his pedalo.
Are those houses?
Right, this bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's Putney High School boathouse.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
So here I am.
Let's not give away our location, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay.
It could be there or it could be somewhere else. So I am literally at the place where Toby will disembark to Lula after completing his challenge. And he will... Now, bear in mind, Toby's legs will be absolutely broke and his back is pretty much gone already. He will be crawling up these steps to complete his challenge.
Is that it? Is that where it's...
That's where it is, yeah. Tides in, so I've seen it.
Can we just have a little look again?
Yeah,
so hold on. Now, look, if you
Have a
just
little
look at the water, all right? So he's in a pedalo.
Yes.
Now, he's been getting off the pedalo on the banks of the River Wey, so he just pulls up alongside and then just puts his leg onto the thing and he stands up and away he goes.
Yes.
What does he hold on to here?
Do you know what this is my worry, because it's also pretty slippy, but I haven't been on a pedalo for 5 days. Toby will have no strength left whatsoever. We could have a scenario where Toby gets out of Tallulah and then falls into the River Thames. That could easily happen.
What if he accidentally just sails past? Yeah, just keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
What do you think if he's become accustomed to it
Well,
and
yeah.
he's like, I don't want to leave it anymore?
Well, it's like missing your turn off on the motorway. Do you know what I mean? You can't just turn around and come back again.
Not like a hostage scenario where the hostage falls in love with the kidnapper.
No.
It might be something
Him
like
and Tallulah. Although I did see a video of him in bed with Tallulah's head, which I don't know if you saw that on Instagram. Was
it's a bit Godfathery, wasn't it?
He shouldn't have done that, I don't think.
No, I don't.
Children having nightmares across the UK as we speak.
Okay, so where will he be coming from? Show us the direction.
I think he's coming from that way. So if you can pan...
Literally that way.
So here we go.
Hey.
So can you see basically as far as you can see and into the corner before it disappears, if you like?
Okay, well, we got a drone shot as well going on as well.
So that's where he will be appearing from.
Okay.
And then, but the thing is, as we've said before, it doesn't look that far, really. But that's going to take Toby about an hour and a half.
Well,
to get from that bit to where I'm standing right now.
So there is going to be a point in the show where somebody goes, he's here, we can see him.
Yes.
But if you're watching now live, see that huge stretch of water. He'll be right at the top right-hand corner of that screen, and someone will go, he's here, we can see him. And as Dominic says, that could be another hour.
Yeah, quite easily.
With the speed that he's going.
And bearing in mind, I think I'm right in saying Jill Scott has got off the pedalo by that point.
Oh, yeah.
So he's not under Jill Scott power.
No, he's going to be under Toby Day 5 power.
Broken
legs
man power.
Are wobbly.
Exactly right.
Okay, well, listen, Dominic, thanks for being our roving reporter outside.
There's a man with a dog. Do you want me to interview him?
Sure.
Okay, let's try and interview a man with a dog. I don't know what about. Hello, sir. How you doing? From, okay, there we go. Sometimes you...
Where's the interview, Dom?
Sometimes you when you've got to walk a dog...
What's happened, Dom? Where's the interview?
So he's gone that way. The thing is, he's gone that way. That's my fault for pouncing on people. Well, he said no thank you and walked his dog slightly quicker.
Did he even stop?
No, it didn't even stop.
No, okay.
There is a jogger. I could have a jog.
No, I mean,
with
he's
her.
definitely not going to stop.
Okay.
Or she.
No, there we go. Sexist. Women jog as well. Do you remember 2024?
What are those hoodlums behind you up to?
So they look as though they're about to do some cycling.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's a lot of lycra there.
Was the bike a clue?
Yeah. There's a guy scratching his bottom. Please don't get that on the camera. He won't thank you.
Why don't you just shout at them, #Vaseline, and see what they do?
#Vaseline. Nothing at all. It's as though...
Do you know what it is, Dom? What did I tell you?
What?
South of the river.
That's it.
They're a different breed, Dom. They're a different breed.
I'm actually with you. They are a completely different breed down here. But there are many positives this morning for Toby. It is not very windy, which is good. It is, however, very cold, but it's sunny. It's not raining. We know what he's been through this week weather-wise, so that is a positive.
If you're desperate, by the way, there's somebody behind you.
Hello, madam. How are you? From Radio X. Do you listen to Radio X?
No.
Yes, you do. That's excellent. So we're just doing stuff by the Thames this morning. Did you live around here?
I do.
It's a very beautiful area. House prices must be through the roof down here.
Well, nothing's cheap.
No, nothing's cheap. And you've got a lovely dog with you. Who's this dog?
Momo.
Who, sorry?
Momo.
Momo. Hey, Momo.
Hello, Dom.
Oh.
Dom's might got attacked by the dog.
That's all right. Aggressive dog. What's your name, sorry?
Kate.
Kate. I'm Dominic. Hello.
So you don't know what to say now, do you?
So, yeah. I'm James. Sure. So, yeah, we have one of our presenters
Hot
who's doing
Kate.
a pedalo challenge.
It's Hot Kate, isn't it?
Started 5 days
Is it
ago.
Hot Kate, Dom?
He's going to come past, we hope, sometime this morning, because he's been pedaling for a long, long time. So, have you ever been on a pedalo?
No, not so much on the Thames, though.
No, difficult on the Thames.
More on the Med.
More on the Med. That's what Kate does. More on the Med.
Yeah,
Pedalo's on the Med.
Let her go. She's one of those richos.
It's lovely, isn't it? Oh,
It's lovely, we've already agreed that, but we don't tend to see pedalos here.
No, well, this would be the first.
Oh, she's not backward and coming forward, is she?
Thank you very much. I'll pass it on to Toby. Yeah, and you can also donate money as well to his cause.
Lovely, and what's the cause?
It's for Global's Make Some Noise, which is our charity. Incredible charity.
Thanks for doing this, Dom. This is brilliant.
Raising money.
I might just fade you out.
Raising money.
You stay talking to her.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Raise money. Exactly right. Very small causes that may not...
I'm just going to leave him to it. You know, it's just the easiest thing, isn't it? Oh, is she gone now?
She's gone now.
She's gone now, okay.
So that is on-the-spot reporting.
Well done. Thank you very much to our reporter in the field there, Mr. Dominic Byrne.
Radio X. Coming up. More radio fun near Putney Bridge, waiting for a man on a pedalo to arrive.
That's right.
We're doing all this for our charity day, Global's Make Some Noise Day. So thank you to everyone who's donated.
Everyone.
Plus, Toby is about to begin his final day of Tarrant versus the Thames. Yeah. Let's hope nothing rocks the boat. No, but seriously, I hope it goes well today.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Welcome to a fun show that's basically from a pub. So it's going to be a really fun show.
Oh, yeah.
The Chris Moyles Show.
We love a pub.
Radio X.
And you join us now back here at our live secret location. We're not allowed to say where we are this morning because that would be bad. But as Dominic said, he was just outside Putney High Boat Club in Putney, just near Putney Bridge by the side of the River Thames. And that's where Toby's going to be finishing his challenge. Once again, not allowed to say where we are today, but Toby will be finishing just outside that window there, which is next to Putney High Boat Club. And that is the spot where Toby will be finishing his challenge. So if you do live anywhere in Putney or near here, can't tell you where we are, unfortunately, but we are next door, the building next door to Putney High Boat Club, where that Dominic just pointed out.
Did I give it away a little bit?
No, it's
Right,
fine,
okay,
because we didn't say that we're in the building next door. That's
it.
fine. So so you said Putney High Boat Club, which is next door, and in fact you can just see it out the window
Just there, look.
and that's where Toby will be finishing. So if you want to come down, good luck trying to find where we're going to be. Of course, next door to Putney High Boat Club is pretty much it. So.
Pretty much.
Right, fingers crossed when I press this button.
Tarrant versus the Thames.
Proudly supported by Domino's.
Radio X.
Here he is, the big ginger. I'm going to say Prince. I was going to say Lummox, and I've changed it to Prince.
Yeah, more of a Prince today.
Thank you for those kind words.
Do you think there's a chance that often like hostages who fall in love with their kidnappers, that when all this is over, you will have such a bond with Tallulah Sparkle Party that you won't want to be apart from her?
My mate John suggested that I mount her head on the wall like hunters who have caught a deer.
Yeah. It's Stockholm syndrome, isn't it? I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
I think that's what you've
Yeah.
experienced.
It is weird. Pippa came down yesterday and I was a bit off with her. I don't know, I just felt like I've moved on.
No, I get that.
Time.
If you weigh up the pros and cons, no, I won't do that.
No, don't do that.
Of Pippa and a pedalo.
Tallulah's definitely heavier if you're going to do that.
How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I think I'm sort of excited. I don't really know. I'm a bit nervous about, once we finish chatting here, I've got to quickly take Tallulah for a spin because I've gone through a lot of safety briefings and I was feeling calm until a safety briefing, which basically just kept telling me how different ways I was going to die.
Nice.
Lovely.
But I've got to take her out for a spin to test it on the water because we've never been on this sort of water with her before, and we're slightly worried that she's not going to behave. But enough about Jill Scott.
Hey! It's a good. To be fair, that's a very good idea because obviously after day one of being on the River Wey, you got the gist of being on the River Wey, but you've not been on the River Thames in a pedalo yet. So it's actually quite a good idea to just get on because you'll feel the swirl and whatnot, and then realise that today you're going to have to do some serious steering.
Yeah, well, last night I was in bed thinking, right, it's my shortest distance today, and if the river's flowing with me, I'm going to fly down there. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. And since the safety briefing, I'm now thinking that this might be the hardest day. But
you and Dominic really do think about different things in bed at night, don't you?
I'm all news and current affairs. You're all pedalos, Yeah.
Honestly, that's all I've thought about for a week is pedalos and unicorns, and I'm so bored of it. I can't wait to get back to thinking about football and Guinness tomorrow.
You're bored of it. What about the listeners? Anyway, well, listen.
Tell me about it.
So it's 8:25 now. Has Jill arrived yet? Have you seen her?
Now I'm going to introduce her. Come over here, Jill. There's a couple of funny things that I need to share with you. What would you like to start with? First of all, hello, Jill. Good morning.
Hey!
So I actually thought I was just coming to clap on the side and cheer Toby along. I'm literally in my best clothes, my new trainers.
Oh,
no. I've got to get on it.
Yeah. Did they not tell you this? Toby, you should have surely told Jill this bit.
This isn't my job. So Jill messaged me last night in the hotel going, so I've sort of just been told that I'm actually pedaling with you tomorrow. I haven't brought anything to wear. She genuinely found out last night.
Oh,
and Toby, let me tell you as well, I've known Jill for a couple of years now, and I know her quite well, and I can tell you that outfit she's wearing, she's doing a corporate later today.
Is that right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Chris, I'm still not talking to you. You haven't replied to my messages for months.
Chris.
This is actually why I came down here, because I thought, I might get to see you. Have you done a stint yet?
Do you know what, Jill? Thanks for listening, because you interrupted the link yesterday when you texted me 3 or 4 times mid-link, and I had to shout, stop messaging me, Jill Scott. So actually, I technically did reply, but just not on WhatsApp. But it's lovely to see you, and I'm hoping to see you later as well, between now and your big corporate that you're going to get loads of money for later.
I'm not doing a corporate. But everybody donate. This guy's fantastic.
He's doing well, isn't he?
Jill, thank you.
I'll tell you what, she's wrapped up well, though. She planned for that in a lovely jacket. Look at that.
Oh, I really hope that. Anyway, it'll be fine, Jill. Absolutely fine. You'll get no water on you.
Yeah, I'll be going try.
The thing is, if we die, it will be Jill Scott and one other die in tragic pedalo.
Have no doubt about it, Toby.
And nobody talked about the unicorns.
Yeah. Tallulah, Jill Scott, and one other die in tragic accident.
Okay, so Toby, before we set you off, we'll set you off in a bit. We're not going to do it this second. We're not sending them off now this second, are we?
Well, we were, but you've got to do a tester,
yeah, he's got
haven't
to do
you?
his test. So I don't think we'll do the countdown for your test.
Yeah, okay.
But
Yeah.
would you be interested in hearing an amount of money that you've raised?
Oh. Okay, Jill's here with me for this moment.
I can't jump in this.
Yes,
this
you
is
can.
all for you.
No, come on, Jill. Be here for this.
Well, when people found out Jill was going to be there was a surge. Because, up until then, we'd only raised £172.
That's it.
And then as soon as people went, Lioness Jill Scott, Queen of the Jungle, the woman who does 1 hour a week in the coffee shop, wow, we want to definitely help out. So now, you said originally you wanted to try and hit about 35. If you do 35 or over, that'll be what you did for the London Marathon a few years ago. And we did that. We doubled that. It was 70,000. And then we told you the news yesterday that you'd hit 100,000. So, Toby, on your final day, day 5, before you get on the pedalo, on the River Thames, be really, really happy with the fact that you have raised just slightly over £150,000.
You are kidding me.
No.
Oh my word.
That is amazing.
Get in. Oh my days. Wow. Thank you so much, everyone that's donated. I thought from Wednesday, I was like, they're going to be so sick of me. No one's going to give us a penny. Oh, thank you so much. That's mad. Wow. And there's still time to go yet, eh?
There is still time to go. You're not even in the pedalo yet for day 5. So £150,000. So on day 1, when you're a bit excited, a bit nervous. On day 2, when you were having a bit of a nerve. Day 3, Wednesday, when it was all starting to look like it was going to go belly up, and you were really kicked down. And then now, £150,000, and we're still going. So we're not going to say it, but let's all do a big push and see if we can just get there.
Yeah.
Man, that is absolutely mind-blowing. I can't believe that. Honestly, can't believe it.
And, of course,
Thank
the
you
good
so
news
much.
is that Toby did have it in his contract. If he did hit 150, anything over that, he gets 20% off.
Absolutely right. So well
I
done,
think
Toby.
they call it Toby Aid.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm going to skim some off the top if that's all right.
That's it.
Yeah, he's not, though, for legal reasons. Toby, well done. Congratulations. Go and get yourself ready, and we'll speak to you in a bit.
Thank you. Get in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toby Tarrant, and £150,000, and thank you very much if you've given us some money. You guys are brilliant. Let me take a break. We're going to play some songs, and we'll get ready to send Toby off on day 5 of his huge challenge.
The Chris Moyles Show.
Well done, everyone. Cortina's Not 19 Forever, Radio X, 8:37. If you're watching on Global Play, you'll see that I put my coat on because I just popped outside to have a look at the view, because out of the windows here, which need a clean, you can see the sun coming through and everything. So I thought, I'll go downstairs and have a little look. It is beautiful looking day, and it is freezing cold.
It is.
And we're in a massive, massive room here this morning. Once again, we're not saying where we are because it's a secret, but we're right next to, what is it? Putney High Boat Club.
That's the one. We're not saying that, though.
Putney High Boat Club here on the banks of the River Thames in London, in Putney. I'm not often round here in Putney, and so I'm going to enjoy it because I won't be round here again for many, many years to come.
Lovely.
It's very lovely, actually, isn't it?
It is, and I'm starting to realise that there are places over the river that are out of my league financially.
Oh, like you wouldn't believe round here. Yeah.
There many people from Radio X live in this area, Devo? No. I love how he's responsible. No. Okay, so hopefully, I think I've just been told 10 to 9 is when we set Toby off on his challenge. So he's having to get in the pedalo and then just have a bit of a boat about a bit to get used to it, because it's going to have a totally different feel this morning to being on the River Wey, which has been generally very, very calm. As I look out today, just so you know, there's a boat there, a big boat there.
Oh, yeah.
And there are other boats that are going up and down the Thames as well. I don't know if there's going to be anybody. It could, I don't know, because I don't know the rules of being on the River Thames, but it could end up being some kind of nautical version of Forrest Gump, where just a load of people come and join him. oh, Toby's on the Thames. I'll get my boat out and I'll go and join him.
There could be a bit of that. I think Tallulah is going to be very much unleashed on the Thames. It's an unknown quantity, isn't it?
Yeah. And then obviously Tallulah will, after all of this, Tallulah Sparkle Party, the pedalo will be going back to Pippa and Toby's flat in London, where it will sit in the spare room.
Do you know what? She won't fit.
Okay, all right. Let's play the Radio X record of the week now before we forget. It is a brand new song from Hard-Fi, been playing it every day this week. New material from Hard-Fi. It's the record of the week. It's Always and Forever. It's a new song from Hard-Fi. It's called Always and Forever. Not to be confused with the Heatwave classic, Always and Forever. Just me.
Just
all
you.
All right, fine. That's fine. I'll tell you what, I'll get a gig on Smooth if it kills me. Hey, Devo? Yeah, he's not listening. Radio X, not capital extra. Right, okay. he was like, why are they playing so much Drake this morning? Because that's what capital X. What am I talking about? 8:43. Okay, so I'm going to play another quick song, and then I'm going to give you a heads up. We're going to be asking you to give us some money. It is Global's Make Some Noise Day today. So every radio station in the building where we are in London, that's your Capital and LBC and Gold Radio, and all of those stations all come together, and they do all different things to try and raise money for the charity. And then the actual day of Global's Make Some Noise Day, which is today, and I have to be very careful here because there's somebody sat not too far away wearing a Make Some Noise T-shirt who works for the charity Make Some Noise. It is a godforsaken day in the building where literally you cannot even go for a wee without somebody trying to get money out of you. So please do not think for 1 second that we sit here going, give us money, give us money, give us money. In the building, it's give us money, give us money, give us money. And when I tell you, and I swear to God what I'm about to tell you is true, you get in the lift at the start of the week and somebody puts a poster up and it says, hey, we're doing this in the building for Global's Make Some Noise Day. We're doing a raffle. Do you want to take part? So there's a little poster up in the lift. Then you get in the lift on the next day and there's 2 more posters have turned up. Hey, we're doing this special thing where you can do some line dancing in the building, and all you got to do is pay a couple of quid and you can do some line dancing with this hot American man. And then there's something to do with puppies and animals, and then there's cakes, and then there's other stuff going on. And when I got in the lift the other day, and I swear on my nephew's life this is true, there were 13 posters in the lift advertising things going on in the building
Busy
for
day.
Global's Make Some Noise Day. So everybody in the building today, and everybody wears brightly coloured clothes, and they love organised fun at Global, which is partly why Matt Devison, the boss of Radio X, is currently sitting with us today, and he has to be with us for the rest of the day just to make sure Toby's okay and all of that.
And next year as well.
Yeah. And so I will be playing you next. I'm going to be talking about another one of the charities that Global's Helps Noise helps with the money that we are raising today. So I'll be doing that, and I will be putting out the Coldplay Fix You music just to prepare you. We're going to be talking about a charity. We've got some audio to play for you. It's very, very powerful audio. So be prepared, and we'll do that after Weezer. That is Weezer and Buddy Holly at Radio X. It's 8:48 or 8:47, one or the other. I don't know, because I've got 2 clocks that both say different times. And James, it's been driving James nuts all morning because I look at one and it says one time, then I look at another and it says another time. What time is it, James?
8:47 and 28 seconds.
And then in that case, I'm going on this clock here, not that clock there. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about Global's Make Some Noise, and I'm going to talk to you about one of the charities that we support and we are proud to work with, and being blunt, help out with some money. I'm going to play you the Coldplay music, I'm going to play the Fix You music, and I'm going to give you a bit of a heads up that you're going to hear some stuff that some people might find hard to listen to this morning, but this is what it's all about. Sometimes it's got to sting a little bit. So we're going to talk about a small charity which is called Suicide Prevention UK. So if this is something that you think, I can't hear that right now, then literally turn your radio down for like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and then come back to us for the fun stuff. I say the fun stuff, it's Toby on a pedalo on the Thames, but you know what I mean. So that's what we're going to talk about now, because the charities that we all get involved with are very, very varied. And as I say, Suicide Prevention UK is proactively trying to prevent suicide and absolutely support people who are having a mental health crisis. Mental health, as you know, the awareness of that has just grown so much over the past few years, and so many things have affected it. The COVID and the lockdown and all of that. And we know just from doing the show every day, we get so many messages from people saying thank you very much for just being there every day and all of that. You probably know somebody who's gone through a lot of mental health stuff, and maybe even yourself, you've gone through some stuff as well. So Suicide Prevention UK is there to try and help people to prevent suicide and support them, and also support vulnerable people who haven't always reached out for support themselves. It can be very, very tough as well, you know. And Marianne's story is very, very difficult, but very important to listen to.
Suicide for me was one of those things that you're kind of immune to until you're not. You always think it happens to someone else. You don't really think about it. My brother ended his life 5.5 years ago. Yeah, destroyed me, basically. People need to know it's a preventable death if known about. People need to know that there is support. Yes, it's difficult to access, but actually use all the services around you, use your family, use your friends, talk to a stranger, like just start that conversation to get the help you deserve. So I found out about this charity randomly. They were doing a community day. So I was like, I need to get involved. Just to help one person, you know, was my aim, to help one person or one family not to have to go through that, because it is devastating. Yeah, it's just, I just firmly believe in the charity doing amazing work and saving lives. That's what it's all about.
There shouldn't be charities that are there to stop people killing themselves, but they exist for a reason, clearly, and obviously. And so if you can give us some money today, it will go and help charities just like Suicide Prevention UK. They are one of the charities that Global's Make Some Noise supports. And this is the bit where I ask you to get your phone out and give us a text and give us some money. If you can give us a tenner, you text Toby, T-O-B-Y, and then 10 to 70766. That's the number, 70766. Toby 10. If you can give us £20, that will be even better. Toby 20. £30 is Toby 30. And if you buy Tom Ford aftershave, it's Toby 40 to the same number. 70766 is the number. 70766, Toby 10, Toby 20, Toby 30 or Toby 40. It's all one word. If you can give us more, because if you want to do that, you can do that via Global Player or the Radio X website or makesomenoise.com. If you want to give us £100, you can afford to do that. We will take it, and we'll make sure every penny of that donation goes to one of the charities around the UK. It could be a charity at the end of your street. It could be a charity that touches something inside you that is personal to you. We've all lost people. We all know people who suffer from mental health. You might have had struggles yourself. And it's okay to not be okay. And these charities really do their best to try and help in these situations. So Toby 10, if you can give us a tenner. Toby 20 for £20. If you can give us £40, good Lord, that would be so generous and so amazing. Toby 40 is £40. And the number is 70766. 70766. TOBY. And then the number 10, 20, 30, 40 in digits. All one word, by the way. Thank you very much in advance. 100% of your money will go to the charity Globals Make Some Noise. If you're 16 or under, please ask the bill pays permission first. Standard network charges may apply. Terms and conditions and more information. If you want to find out anything about Globals Make Some Noise, go to makesomenoise.com. Thank you very much. And we'll go back to Toby and set him off on his challenge. Day 5 of Tarrant versus the Thames. It's starting just after 9 this morning. Fontaines DC, that is favourite at Radio X. It's 8:56. We're back now after that story. It's one of those things where you don't want to talk about these things, and it's also just, you know, I'm the guy that plays fart sound effects on the beat of songs, for God's sake. But you know, this is what we got to do. Let's make some noise day, and the charity is amazing. If you want to go and have a look, by the way, at any point today over the weekend at makesomenoise.com, which is the website, it's got on there what the charity does, how it works it all out. If you're a little tiny charity and you're like, oh, hello, I could do with a piece of that would help us out, then you can do that as well. And there's also a list of charities under different categories, so you can go and have a look at stuff, because actually it might help you if there's a charity out there that we help and you go, oh, I didn't realise they did that, then that'd be great. I could do with a bit of help for whatever it is. Just go and have a look at makesomenoise.com, and there's even a map that shows you where these charities are, and you'll be amazed. There'll be absolutely a charity that we help that's not too far away from where you live, if not in the same town or city. So check out makesomenoise.com. And it might be able to help you. All right. Good. Back to the stupid stuff. Toby Tarrant is about to get on a unicorn-shaped pedalo called Tallulah Sparkle Party. Wow, it's really like an episode of That's Life, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's like kidney dialysis machine, vegetable that looks like a penis, which couldn't be more apt with Toby Tarrant. So we're going to do the news with not with Toby. I tell a lie. Dominic's going to do the news.
He's doing lots today. He's not doing the news.
He's not. And then we are going to do the Platinum Hour, and all the songs in the next hour are big, like proper big, yeah, come on, you can do it, Toby-type tunes. So get ready. The Platinum Hour is next. Now, I need to check in with my crack production squad of Pippa and James to find out if we're going to speak to Mr. Toby Tarrant.
We are.
Oh, God, I thought we got away with it, actually. Let's launch him on day 5.
Tarrant versus the Thames.
Proudly supported by Domino's.
Radio X.
Okay, we're still live on Global Player, by the way. You can still watch us now live. Open up Global Player on your phone, on your TV. If you got the Global Player app on your TV. Oh, don't have it, Chris. Have you got Sky? Yeah. Wait, it's on there then. Where do I? Well, it's under apps, but it's easier to find. I find if you go to music and just scroll across.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks very much, Chris. You're welcome. So, fingers crossed, let's say good morning to Toby Tarrant.
Morning.
Oh, he's there.
There he is.
Can I just say, once again, if you're not watching live now, good God, please go on Global Player. Toby Tarrant is on a pedalo next to the lioness, Jill Scott.
It feels like I've taken a huge amount of acid.
Do you mean acid reflux?
Yeah. I'm on a unicorn pedalo on the River Thames with a lioness. I don't quite know how my life ended up this way.
I love how, just as you said that line, Matt Devison's face just absolutely just went, oh, God, he didn't just say that, did he? And also the line went from crackly to clear as a bell.
It did, just for that specific quote.
Yeah. Perfect.
Now, you've had your little test. I don't know what the interference is, by the way. It's not. Is that going out? Oh, okay. Okay. So listen, you're in your boat now, but you've not technically set off, correct?
Which view have you got? Have you got me waving at you here, or are you behind us?
I can. Well, currently you're behind, and now it's your front. But what's lovely is the sun is blocking your head. So I swear to God, we can see Jill Scott next to you. But if you move slightly to your head, just slightly to the left, just move it slightly to the left, like. You are headless. You literally have no head. I swear to God, it's like Rent-A-Ghost. You've got no head.
I annoyed Jill so much she decapitated me.
That is so if you move it back to the right now, and then we'll be able to see you. But we can also see a lovely shot of you on the Thames there. It is a lot wider than the River Way, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Well, can you see? So it's a bit sketchy, I'm not going to lie. So can you see we're pedalling right now and not moving forward? So Jill and I have been doing this for half an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have...
Is that the direction you're meant to go, or is it the opposite way?
Thankfully not. So we have to turn around, and then hopefully this current's going to be helping us out. But we literally can't go forward. It's so strong.
Okay, all
but
right.
every time I try and turn, so I've got Tony, my man, who's doing safety, and a couple of canoeists around in the sport boat. I'm not going to lie, it is sketchy. When we tried turning her around earlier, she just goes all over the shop.
Oh, really?
So this is, even though it's the last day, it's the final push, that this could be the trickiest day for Toby on the pedalo because of all the reasons that he's just given. So shall we do the launch countdown now and then set you on your way? Because you've got to, as you say, turn around and then get going.
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. It's time to launch off Toby on his final day.
It's day 5 of 5. Toby has covered 40 miles on a pedalo so far. Good luck for the last leg of Tarrant versus the Thames. Toby Tarrant, your final day starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, here we go, Jill.
I thought there was going to be like fireworks and...
No. It's just you and me sadly drifting down the river. Oh, I might hit a boy. Not like a child.
No.
Oh, no, we're going straight into a boy. What happens now?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
Well done. That was 8 seconds, Toby, before you crashed.
I'll be honest, I have got no control over this thing whatsoever. Right. Jill, we're going to try and get it going straight.
Are we insured?
No, you're in London.
Deposit back.
Do not drown a lioness, Toads. We've told you about this so many times.
I know. Oh man, it would be terrible if the 150,000 went on lawsuits.
But do you know what? After last night, Toby, I think Lee Carsley's going to be calling Jill later today to get her out of retirement. So, yeah, we need to look after her. Are you enjoying it, Jill?
Yeah, but can I just say how Toby has done this by himself? It's really difficult.
I stopped pedalling for a bit. Jill was like, let me see what it's like pedalling on my own. And I took my feet off the pedals and she was like, what? You've been doing this?
I know.
Yeah.
His legs must be so strong.
Yeah.
They're not.
He's a broken man, Jill.
And by the way, Jill, do you love that little squeak of the pedals if you listen?
The what?
The pedals keep squeaking.
Oh, yeah. Do you have to listen to that the whole time?
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what an insult to Chris Moyles Show that I'd rather listen to that than him every morning.
Yeah, rude. All right, well, listen, you are off and running on your final leg. What did you say? It's about 5 miles or so, something like that. But God knows how long it's going to take you. I mean, there was an element of, this could be really, it could actually flow quite quickly, everything with the current. But now I'm starting to think, I don't know what time you'll be finishing today.
Yeah. I honestly can't call it. I feel like if the tide helps me out the whole time, it could be lovely. But if I keep spinning around in circles, I might finish at some point during Dan Gasser on about Sunday.
Now listen, keep listening because all the songs in the Platinum Hour I've chosen for you on your final push to the finishing line. So they're all kind of inspiring tracks, including a song by a band that you don't like that I purposely put in there for you.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Oh, I know who it is now.
Go on, say it.
Go on.
Who?
It's going to be you too.
It is
isn't
going to be you
Yeah,
too.
it is.
All right. Okay, guys, keep pedaling. You're on your final push. Toby, we'll check in with you in a bit. But well done. It's day 5, and you have almost made it.
Tarrant versus the Thames.
Day 5.
Radio X.
All right, let's get into this then.
Chris Moyles Show. Radio X. This is the Radio X Platinum Hour.
If you haven't given us any money yet for Toby and you know what to do and you can give us some money, that would be great, because obviously when he finishes, we want to give him an amazing total. Thank you. In the meantime, I think we're going to keep just watching Toby on and off while we do the Platinum Hour. So get ready. All the songs are all uplifting songs to get Toby all the way to the finishing line today. And if you enjoy the songs, they've all been chosen by me, Chris Moyles, from Chris Moyles Music Services. You're welcome.
The Chris Moyles Show. This
Go on, then.
is the Radio X Platinum Hour. Radio X.
God bless you, Freddie Mercury. What a tune. Do you fancy another one? Good. Toby Tarrant is currently on a pedalo, a unicorn pedalo that we've called Tallulah Sparkle Party. Next to him is the lioness, Jill Scott. Weird day, isn't it? So Toby and Jill, this is for you on Radio X.
Just a small town girl.
Been over yet because there's still a little bit to do, but I tell you what, it is over for Jill Scott because she needs to head to that corporate. So let's just check in with Toby and Jill. Hi, guys. Hello. Oh, God.
Oldie.
Oh, my God.
Wow. You're right, Jill.
Sounds like that novelty's worn off already, Jill.
I can't really hear too good, but this guy's a legend. Donate. What a legend.
Ah, there you go. That'll do. In that case, Toby, we'll move on. Thank you very much indeed to the lovely Jill Scott.
Well
Round of
done,
applause for
Jill.
Jill Scott.
Awesome.
Where's my song gone, John? I was going to go straight into my song and you've moved it. Why did you move it, John? Why did you move it, James? Look at my timing. I back-timed it perfectly. You
bring it
burp.
back.
Stop getting in the way, James.
Stop it.
Matt Devison's here. The show's gone smoothly until you stuck your oar in. Or like a boat, like on the river Thames, you see? It's all planned, you see? And I'll be throwing James into the Thames later on this morning. In the meantime, for Toby Tarrant... GG, beautiful day for Toby Tarrant on the Thames in London. I want to say a big thank you to so many people who've helped the challenge this week. I want to make sure we do it now so we don't forget. Kevin and the team at Leisure Boats UK, who we got Tallulah from. Nick, who's a massive Radio X fan, and the team at Cube Branding, who gave Tallulah her beautiful makeover for free, by the way. John from Electric Vintage, the support vehicle, Toby's mate, who did it all for free, by the way. And Dino at the team at Hub, who provided all the branded kit, all the clothes and everything to keep Toby dry and safe. Toby Tarrant, who is on a pedalo on the River Thames, and he's getting nearer the finishing line. He is almost there. I want to say thank you to everybody at our secret location, but I'm not allowed to mention them, so everybody who let us do the show from the secret location, thanks very much. I'm very much looking forward to the, as Dominic Byrne is, and a few other people who shall remain nameless, looking forward to the post-show meeting with Toby Tarrant, which we'll be doing later on, a different secret location.
Yeah, we've got PowerPoints and everything, apparently.
There's a bar, which is more important.
That's it.
Toby is literally on the Thames, pedaling as we speak. I can see him now on my little monitor over there. And he's going to be finishing on the Thames. His 5th day in a row of riding a pedalo. He's almost there. So to literally get everybody all excited and riled up for the big finish, how about a nice sing-along? I know many people are excited about this challenge finishing and finding out how much money we have raised so far. I know Matt Davison is very, very excited about it. Aren't you, Matthew? There you go. So, without any further ado, hotkeys jingle. No, hotkeys jingle.
Tarrant versus the Thames.
Proudly supported by Domino's.
Radio X.
We're still live streaming on Global Play. You can still watch us. I was just saying during the adverts, this show today, technically wise, has made the prize dump tour look like a doddle, an absolute doddle. Let's go to a man on a pedalo on the River Thames by the name of Toby Tarrant. Good morning, Toby.
Good morning, Chris.
How was Hey Jude?
Hey Jude was very, very welcome. I had my headphones around my neck. I could hear it nice and loud. I don't really know the route, but I think you're going to come into sight quite soon. I'm missing Jill's legs. It suddenly feels a lot slower and heavier.
I will pass that on to Shelley that you're missing Jill's legs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, those legs are mine now, Shells.
And Toby has already said, by the way, that when he comes into sight, we'll be able to see him. I don't know if we've got Androne with the drone still up in the air, but or any of the cameras. But so there you go. So what's going to be lovely is he will come around the corner and we will see him. But then that will take him another 25 minutes, something like that. Who knows?
Closer than that, I think.
Is it really? How's your speed today? How is it?
I'd have to say, it's when the tide's with me, it's so much nicer, but suddenly it flips around and then I start going nearly in a circle and I have to fight it. But my legs and knees are just so bad this morning.
Do you know what?
So
I was watching on the live stream as we were playing Hey Jude, and there was a lovely shot from the side of you on the pedalo, and it looked lovely. And then it cut to the camera right in front of you, and you went from smiling to really grimacing, and I'm like, I just assumed this would be, you'd be so triumphant because you're almost finished, you wouldn't feel the pain. And now I'm starting to realise, nope, you're still feeling the pain.
Do you know what it was? I've been living off a diet of Nurofen for breakfast the last few days, and I was so excited this morning I forgot, and I'm regretting that immediately. So if anyone can have some at the finish line, that'd be great.
Do you want Nurofen or a Guinness?
Do you know what? Suddenly Nurofen sounds pretty dull.
Both.
Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, let's not dose up on alcohol and tablets. Let's not do that. Make some noise.
For the kids. For the kids. Some paracetamol.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to look out for you here. In fact, during the next song, we're going to stick our little headphones in and we're going to go down and we're going to get on the banks of the River Thames and wait for your imminent arrival. Well done, Toby. You've done a great job. You're almost there. Just keep on pedaling and we will see you soon.
Thank you. I'll see you soon, guys. I can't wait to get on land.
I bet you can't. I bet. He can't wait to get off the pedalo. He can't wait to see Pippa. And let's be honest, he can't wait for a Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
Toby Tarrant is almost done.
Radio X.
I have come down to the banks of the River Thames. And it's actually very beautiful. Do you know, I live in London and I'm never by the banks of the River Thames.
It's stunning, isn't it?
I also need James or someone to tell me where I need to be looking. Because
this way.
Where?
To your left where the flags are.
Oh, no, I didn't mean him. I meant my camera. What camera am I on, dear? Where's my camera? I wanted to know if people can see me because we're all stood here. We've all come down. So there's me and Pippa and Dominic and to a lesser extent, James Robinson.
That's it.
And the good thing is he doesn't even have a microphone.
That was done on purpose.
So we're going to walk down. Oh, by the way, if you hear any loud thud noises, Pippa's friends have turned up.
Hey.
Now, weirdly, Pip, Chris and I saw a tidal wave.
Yeah.
Didn't we? About an hour ago.
One of them dropped their breakfast into the Thames.
Yeah.
We've actually got Hefty Helen, Colossal Katie and Enormous Emma here today.
All right, here they are.
I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. They're tiny.
They're tiny.
And we've also found a camera and he's walking backwards. Best of luck. Shall we slow down?
Toby's sister there, Fia.
Where?
Just there, just past her.
Oh, hello, Fia. There you are.
She's cuddle.
She's not the one. She's not the one that was drunk at your.
No, not well.
Okay.
She was, but not that one.
Okay, yeah.
Not that time.
I got accosted. We're going to stand here. Oh, so there's a man with a big dog. Hello, mate. How are you? Okay, so we're going to go here. Nice big dog. Look at the size of the dog. Look at that. Okay, so we are stood here on the banks of the Thames, and oh, there you are. Can you see me? Hello there. Hello, that's lovely. And I preempted the sun today.
Yes, you did, and it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It's a bit nippy, but it's very, very, very sunny.
I've got my sunglasses on. Thank you very much.
Are your Elton Johns?
No, they're Cutler and Gross.
Ah,
Okay.
Cutler and Gross, London. where Elton John used to get his glasses from back in the day. It was started, I think, in the 60s. And Elton John used to pop in there and get his glasses. And a lot of the glasses that they design today are based on styles of Elton John that he liked.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Gosh.
There you go. And I bought them. They weren't free.
Right, okay.
But I'm hoping now, after that message, there'll be a box delivered. So, we're outside Putney High School boathouse. We're not allowed to say where we are, though, because it's a secret location.
Secret location.
But that's where we are right now, and we're literally waiting for him to come round the corner. And the thing is, if when he does come... Is he left or right, do we know?
He's coming... he'll be near side us.
Okay, all right. So that's the weird thing. We'll be able to see him, but he'll still be quite far away. Although, he has picked up a bit of speed.
Yeah.
Because the current is in his favour, which is great. And he's ready to finish now. I think it's fair to say he's had enough.
He's done, isn't he?
Dom, did you bring your binoculars?
I haven't got any binoculars.
No,
Pip texted me yesterday, said, do you have any binoculars? I said, I don't have any binoculars, sorry. Why would I have binoculars?
I tell you what there is, though. Phoenix, come and stand next to me.
Oh, now.
But for no reason whatsoever that I'm aware of, Phoenix, tell everybody what you're wearing.
I'm wearing a shell bra.
That's right, he's wearing a shell bra, which are two shells over his breasticles, attached with some rope. He's wearing a shell bra.
I am indeed. And you know what? I thought I'd go all out.
They are all out?
Yeah.
Well, no, that they're covered by the shell bra,
Well done,
of course.
Phoenix.
So we're now going to call him Michelle. And we say, why Michelle? He says, because that's Michelle bra.
That's it.
Shell bra is me.
Just watch your back, Pippa's dad.
Yeah, mind your back. The big truck behind you. It's Toby's mate driving it as well. So it might hurt you. So,
hello, John.
Before Toby finishes, we want to see if we can get as much money in as possible. So if you have given us some money, thank you very much. If you haven't, and you can afford to, and you just haven't done it yet, this is it now. This is the final push. We raised a lot of money so far, but we would love it. We just need a bit of a push, and then we're going to be hitting an unbelievable amount of money. If you could afford to give £10 or 20 or 30 or 40, please do it. So get your phone out now. The number is 70766. 70766. I want you to look into the whites of my eyes, of my beautiful charity-loving eyes, as I tell you. The number is 70766. If you text Toby, Toby 10, that's 10 quid, which is brilliant. If you can do 20, it's Toby 20, 30 or 40 is what you can do on the text. So the number is 70766, Toby 10, Toby 20, all one word. Get your phone out, do it now. One big final push would be amazing because we could hit a huge total. We've already got a huge total, but with one final push, we could be really hitting some crazy numbers. And you know what? It could make him cry. So if you want to see a big ginger lanky idiot beefing, then that's the thing you need to do. 70766, Toby 10, Toby 20, Toby 30, Toby 40, all one word. Please do it now. 100% of your donation will go to charity, to our charity Globals Make Some Noise. If you're under 16, please ask the bill pays permission. Standard network charges apply. For terms and conditions and more info, head to makesomenoise.com. And yes, I have to read that every time we push the text.
You do.
Which is really boring.
Look who I've just spotted, Chris.
Who?
Jill Scott's over there.
Oh, are you, Jill?
Hey, Jill.
You're on. Oh, you look lovely. You're doing a corporate today.
She's not doing a corporate.
It's just a joke,
I am
Pat.
not doing a corporate
It's
today.
just a joke. You look lovely. Hello.
What are you doing? I've got on a pedalo just to see you because you don't reply to me anymore.
This is Jill, who texts like a teenager. When she texts you, she'll send it. Hey, pet, send. How you doing? Send. How's things? Send. What you doing next weekend? Send. I'm coming to London? Send. Are you around? Send. You made my phone blow up the other day,
And then
mid-link.
you don't know the send button because you don't reply.
All right, we haven't got time, sadly, to speak to... Dom, come and talk to Jill.
Come on,
I'll go.
Jill,
I'll
I'm
go
sorry
somewhere
for my friend.
Oh, you got a coffee?
I got a coffee, yeah.
How was it?
Right. Lovely.
Where's the best coffee, would you say, in the UK?
Box to box coffee shop.
Box to box coffee shop. Where can I find that place, Jill?
Manchester.
Lovely.
Is it
I'm heading there
reasonably
now.
priced, Jill, do you reckon?
Yeah, it's very good.
When was the last time you were there?
Last week.
I'll check with Shelley. I'll check with Shelley. The brains behind it. Thank you for
This is
today.
incredible, though.
Isn't it?
It's so good.
How
He's done
are your
so
legs?
well. Oh, well, I feel okay, but I feel bad because I didn't even do a mile. There was 2 of us.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, you can get off here. So then I just got off.
He's done well in
Oh,
this.
he's done so
He's done so well.
His back, his legs, must be killing.
And also as well, if you look at the weather, I know we've got the drone up. If you could take a shot from the drone, the weather today is stunning. On, was it Tuesday when it absolutely lashed it down?
It's coming in sideways on Tuesday.
Drenched.
Awful.
I feel like I'm on the side of the pitch doing the football. Jill's here.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you make of the first half? Did you watch the game last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, should we not talk about it?
No.
What a shame.
Okay.
What a shame, Jill.
I know.
So, yeah, literally just down here. Look, I can't escape Toby wherever I look. There he is. Oh, look, here you go. To donate £10, you can text TOBY10 to 70766. If everybody listening now gave us £10, we would make a lovely, lovely amount of money. And when I tell you most people don't text, I swear to God it's true. So if you text TOBY10 to 70766, if everybody does that now, this would be amazing. We have hit £150,000 this morning.
Incredible.
We don't want to tempt it, but can we do it? Can we make the next big milestone number? Move out of the way. You're in the ways of the T's and C's.
So we need the T's and C's.
100% of your donation will go to Global's Make Some Noise. If you are under 16, please ask the bill payer's permission. Standard network charges may apply. T's and C's at makesomenoise.com. That was handy because I didn't have to read my script. Although, to be fair, I've said it enough times. I'm not really going to forget it, am I?
Chris, there's no sign of Toby.
No, I know. I was padding desperately until somebody shouted, "We can see him."
No.
Pippa gave it like, "Oh, he's going to be flying around." Where is he, Pip?
Another 15
minutes. I'm free. Oh, there's his tough mate. Look.
Yeah.
There he is. I'm staying away
Military
from him.
Dan.
Military Dan, yeah. His first name's Military, by the way. He's never actually in the military.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. It's like Dr. Fox, not even a real doctor.
No, he's not.
No, but he is a fox. All right, so I've also seen someone's holding a sign which says "almost there-ish."
Right, that's good. And that's actually accurate. He is almost here.
We did a break, James. All right, okay, so we're going to take a break and then we'll come back, we'll play a song, and then fingers crossed by the time that song's finished, we should be able to see Toby somewhere down there coming around the corner on the final leg of Tarrant versus the Thames. Play the jingle. We're just saying, I can't believe the difference in the weather from Tuesday to today. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. It is freezing, I'll give you that. But it is a beautiful looking day. We can see, I don't know what bridge that is. It's like I don't even live in London.
It's Putney Bridge.
Oh, so that's Putney Bridge.
That's Putney Bridge.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's no bridge there. That's Putney. I knew that. It's Putney Bridge, everybody. Way! So Putney Bridge there. Currently, traffic is slow moving at the moment on the Putney Bridge.
That's good.
Don't know where that goes to. I've never been this far before.
Do you know what? Me neither. I don't really.
Having a
you know this
nosebleed.
area, don't you?
What?
You know this area.
Where is it? No, I've got no sense of
Okay,
direction.
brilliant. All right.
Stand there
The
somewhere.
planes are flying overhead because we're in the flight path to the airport, of course. That's a British Airways plane coming in. And just behind us, nothing, because he hasn't appeared yet. I believe he's still pedaling, and he's okay. He's not sunk or anything. But I know James wanted me to do a crunch and roll, but I still wanted to just show you a little bit while we're waiting for Toby. So if you just look down there to the right, so this is where, this is, I guess, would you call this a jetty?
A jetty. I like to call it a jetty.
But there's not much, there's nothing for him to grab onto. If you just take a look just past the Radio X flags there.
Yeah.
So he's going to pull up there, and then he's going to throw a rope, and then Military Dan's going to hold on to the rope so that he can get off the pedalo smoothly. There is no way on God's earth he's not going to get his feet wet.
No.
And there is a heavy chance, because it's quite muddy, actually, he could slip and then fall in and actually end up in the Thames, which would get a great cheer and be a great finale to the whole thing, in my opinion.
It would look brilliant on camera as well,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? What a lovely ending.
Oh, guess what, Dom?
What?
Still can't see him.
Still can't
He's still
see him.
not
We were
come around
told
the corner.
half an hour ago he's 15 minutes away.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Come on, Tobes.
Toby is on his way. He's literally maybe a mile away, and fingers crossed we will see him very, very soon. All right, so we just had an update. So the reason we haven't seen Toby yet is because he had to stop slightly. And the reason for that is, with literally minutes to go before Toby finishes his challenge, he has, quote, twinged his back. Now, what that means, I've no idea. But a man at his frame, what is he, 6'4"?
6'5".
6'5".
Just over.
I don't think pedalos are built to be used that long by a guy who's just over 6'5". So he's twinched his back, but so he had to stop and give it a bit of a stretch. Now, the other worry is that a lot of the support team are now here with us on the side of the banks of the River Thames.
That's very true.
Leaving only a couple of people there to help him. I don't think there's a masseuse there with him, so he's probably just had to give himself a bit of a stretch.
Is it too much to say we think he may be stranded in the River Thames?
Well, no, because what he's done now is they've moved him, or he's moved himself into the middle of the Thames.
So
because he was at the side, so now he will be moving faster.
Good.
So there's a good chance, fingers crossed, he might fly right past us and go, I can't stop, like Del Boy on
My
jet
back
ski.
hurts, I can't stop.
Only Fools and Horses. So this is a good time to ask you to text in if you haven't yet texted in. Here is the man in question. This is Captain Tarrant, and this is his challenge, Tarrant versus the Thames. And also, it's very tricky to film this when you're on a slope and you can't see where you're going. You're doing a great job.
Very well, Mr.
Great
Cameraman.
job. So, if you want to donate £10, you can text TOBY10, all one word, to 70766. TOBY10. I'm going to say it now. Can we get to the next big mile marker?
Wow.
Money-wise, we had 150. Can we do it? I genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know. To donate £10, text TOBY10. If you can do 20, it's TOBY20. All one word, as you can see if you're watching. 70766 is the number. 100% of your money will go to our charity, Global's Make Some Noise. If you're under 16, please ask the bill payer's permission. Standard network charges may apply. Terms and conditions at makesomenoise.com. There you go. That's handy, wouldn't it?
Chris?
Yes?
I still can't see him.
Oh, stop it.
Honestly, it was a man in a canoe. I thought that was it.
Should we just pretend the man in the canoe is Toby? Because I feel like I can't complain because everything Toby's done this week, but it's really ruddy cold outside.
Come on, Tobes.
I can't feel my fingers, and I suffer from Raynaud's disease. Huh? Don't see anybody raising money for me and my little fingers.
Chris 10.
No, please don't text
do
that.
Toby
But if
10.
someone does, can I have it?
I think so. You can skim a bit off the top. Yeah, we'll get bogged down in detail now, but...
So as soon as we see him, even if we're playing a song or we're doing the ads or any, as soon as we see him come around the corner, we'll try and take a shot from the drone or something, so you can see him come round. But yeah, he was flying this morning. Have you noticed since Jill Scott has left, he's not here?
Absolutely.
We need your legs, Jill.
Yeah,
we
we've
really
lost the Jill Scott power.
She told me what she's doing today, by the way. She's filming something very exciting for television, not a corporate.
Oh, it's not a corporate?
No, it's not
Hamilton's Water Breaks, or whatever
No.
it's called. Okay. Walk
Segway.
away to have a good time.
There you go. He loves doing that.
Love
Right,
doing
what
that.
time are we on? Oh, we can play another song. John, what song would you like us to play? I'll let you choose the next song we play.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
He'll
all
play
right,
Beautiful
no
South.
problem. Oh, is it going to be whatever you want to do? You tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Dom, don't give me ideas.
Big
I would
Beautiful
love to play
South.
Beautiful
Oh,
South.
yeah.
Rob would
John is
kill
pressing
me.
the button. How old are you, John?
20.
John is 20 and his favourite band is?
The Beautiful South.
The Beautiful South. Now,
Yes.
you find this hilarious. Well, I just think that shows that he has great taste
He
in
does.
music.
He does have great taste.
What's your
Absolutely.
favourite Beautiful South track?
Oh, it's got to be Sail the Ship Alone, I think.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. I love it.
That's
Such
my
a shame.
favourite.
Really?
And very apt today as we're on the
Dream
Thames.
of wedding bells.
That's good.
Don't do all the talking. Let love. Oh no, that's Let Love Speak Up Itself.
Yeah, well,
Good
close
as
enough, eh?
gold, but stupid as mud.
No, that's a different song.
It's happy hour
No,
again.
that was the House
No, not
Martins
quite a
before they
different
became
band, but-
Beautiful South there.
I sail this ship alone. Can you tell we're padding?
Yeah, massively.
Anyway,
Would
do
you
you
like
want
to play some My Chemical Romance?
Which one is it?
I'm not okay, I promise.
Yes, hit it. It's My Chemical Romance on Radio X, and I'm interrupting the song and talking over it. Sorry, Devo, because in the distance, just behind us,
Oh, here he comes.
it's very difficult to see with the human eye, but you can see a white pedalo in the shape of a unicorn.
Tallulah's head is looking beautiful in the sunshine.
And
Come on, Toby.
as also predicted, it's still going to take a few minutes for him to get here.
Yes.
So what we'll do is we will take a break, we'll go to the ads, and then we'll find out if he's any nearer to us when we come back. It's the final day of Tarrant versus the Thames. Yes. He's in sight. He's almost at the finishing line, It's very exciting. And, yep, he's not really moved much since we saw him
Not really,
a few
Chris.
seconds ago. So let's take a break, play the ads, John. We'll be right back. I'm laughing because we're stood on a slope.
Yes.
And everyone's taller than me. And all of a sudden, I ended up at the bottom, like here. And, like, I look like... I look like Chris Moyles when he hosted the Top of the Pop special with Jamie Theakston, which was one of my first ever times on telly.
We're bringing our son out for a
It's
day on the
literally
Thames.
like watching Laurel and Hardy on the telly. So I'm going to
That's
move.
fine.
That's better. Oh, look. And yeah, still taller than me. All right, yeah.
Lovely.
Cheers, Lanky Pippa.
A bit tired.
Over in the distance behind me, you can see he is almost here. It's been 5 days of pedaloing a unicorn pedalo called Tallulah Sparkle Party. 4 days on the Riverway in Surrey, and now he is on the Thames. He has raised some money, and we're going to tell him and you exactly how much in just a few seconds. I know he can hear me right now, so let's see if we can say, hello, Toby, can you hear me? Oh, he's ditched his...
No, I think we're going to...
I think he's ready.
Yeah.
I can't hear.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry, Tobes, because we can see you, and that's the main thing. So thank you in advance if you gave us money. All your money goes to Make Some Noise, an amazing charity that little charities across the UK will benefit from. So genuinely, thank you. Like, honestly, thank you so much. It means so much to the charities. It means so much to Global's Make Some Noise. And it will mean so much to Toby, because the other morning, especially if you've been with us all week, Wednesday, he was broken by the whole thing. And the amount of money we told him pushed him over the edge, and he got quite emotional. I think he might be quite emotional because he's going to see the two loves of his life, his wife Pippa and some Guinness over there.
Absolutely. Not necessarily in that order.
No, you're absolutely right. We have a crowd of people here, including his mum and one of his sisters.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. They were
Absolutely.
very busy back in the day.
His parents-in-law are here as well.
And as you can see now, he's coming in sideways.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this has been the plan all along or whether he's now just lost control in the last few seconds of the challenge. But after 5 days and a lot of miles, and God knows how many pedals that he's gone through. He's had Jill Scott next to him. He's had Johnny Vaughan next to him. Sadly, Dominic and I couldn't make it for health and safety reasons.
That's it. Yeah, we hurt our toes.
That's what it was.
That's it.
It was a stupid idea from day one. It was riddled with disaster.
He's
None
coming
of it
in now.
was his fault. But now we can say, with everybody going nuts behind us here in Putney on the side of the River Thames, he has done it.
He's about 20 feet away now.
Coming in sideways.
Touching dry land.
He's coming in at the same angle he walks home in after the pub and a lot of Guinness. But this is the moment.
Oh, here he is.
He's done it for our charity, Global's Make Some Noise. And look, he's almost in. He's got to throw the rope, and then he's got to try and get out without falling into the water. There's our support crew in their canoes. Thank you very much, guys. Everybody on the support boats. Pippa, do you want to go and see him? There he is. Oh. Toby, don't screw it up at the last second. He's almost there. He's literally now
stuck. I can jump.
Are you stuck?
Yeah, I can jump.
Okay, take your headphones off though, Tobes,
Yeah.
otherwise they'll charge you for the equipment. He's now got stuck in the pedalo, and he's going to have to get off the pedalo as close to dry land as possible. There is mud. Please, Military Dan, do not let him slip. This would be embarrassing after such a long time. Will his legs hold him?
Can he walk?
And he's on land. He's off the pedalo. Where's Pippa? Go see him, Pippa.
Come on, Pip.
There he is. He's giving his crew a big hug. And here comes Pippa. He has done it. 5 days of pedaling on a unicorn pedalo, raising as much money as possible. He's done it for everybody here today. Well done, buddy. Go on, so. You did it.
We're done.
You did it. You did it. Okay, let's ask, how do you feel?
I'm so happy it's over. I'm so happy it's over. When me and Jill set off this morning with the tide of us, I had her legs. I was like, oh, this is going to be a doddle. I even called James. I said, just be aware, I might be here quite quickly, you know.
Yeah.
Got round the corner and it just started going wind into me, tide against me. My back's gone.
We heard you twinged your back.
Yeah, it's just, but yeah.
Do we have anything for Toby to smile on his face? Oh, look, Toby, it's your beloved Guinness. Your beloved Guinness, brought to you by Bella. There he goes.
If they haven't donated with the amount I've talked about them, they've got enough money. If you want to donate, Arthur, if you're still alive, he's probably not with us, then I'd be much appreciated. But this is going to be the happiest sip of Guinness.
Oh, a sip? Oh, yeah.
In my life.
Yeah, I think it's more than a sip. While you enjoy a sip of that, would you like to hear your best bits?
I think so, yes.
This is the story of Toby's journey.
Up until now, it hasn't felt that real. Tarrant versus the Thames. This is just the most unknown. We're very much making it up as we go along.
Yeah. So Tarrant versus the Thames. Currently, the Thames has won.
Oh, it's 1-0 up.
Plan 3 has now been hatched, which means that right now, Toby is getting ready to get on his pedalo on the River Wey in Godalming in Surrey.
The more I think about it, the more the podcast is starting to sound like a much better idea.
We've also come across a new problem that we hadn't foreseen. Every time we get to a bridge, we're going to have to take Tallulah's head off.
Beth has texted in saying, I used to live in Godalming. It's a beautiful stretch of river, but there is a notoriously vicious swan.
A swan's attacking me. I'm being attacked by a swan.
So we got a lovely message for you to spur you on at the start of day 2.
Oh, Toby Tarrant, you are such a disappointment.
God. I want you to listen to these messages that we've had in for you.
Toby, Steve Redgrave here. Don't do it. You're crazy.
This is Tom and Joel from Blossoms.
Bonehead here, Toby. Yes, Bonehead.
Yes, Toby, lad. Serge here.
Aye, aye. Hey, Toby. Wishing you all the best, mate. By the way, Toby is Kelly. Jones, you know, from Stereophonics.
These charities are just insane. You meet the people who have not just been helped by them, but the people that work for them every single day as well. It's mad to think that they wake up every morning and they go again and they do it all over again.
The worst thing is that I can't see all my friends. It felt sad.
I was kind of like in my own shell, feeling very alone. I couldn't really talk to anyone because I felt like no one would fully understand me. Hall carers, it's the one thing that I really do look forward to in my week. You don't feel like you're alone as much anymore. You just feel like a normal human being.
Hence the charity name, Aching Arms, because you've not come home with the baby that you're hoping to come home with.
It does put it in perspective. I'm whinging a lot about my back and my knees and this unicorn pedalo, but in comparison to what these charities do every day, this is the least I can do, really. Now it's become quite real how difficult this is going to be. And I'm very cold and I'm very wet and I want to go home.
I'm really hoping this is a good surprise.
Surprise, surprise!
Oh, hello. It's my mum, everybody.
I know it's your mum.
We've just had a text in. We're currently listening to you whilst waiting for Toby to pass us by. And we're outside at a breastfeeding club.
As Gav and I departed, I looked at him with a new sense of, I guess, awe. But he is alone in rain, just going down this thing, and he's doing it for others, and he's really giving it his all, and he really deserves our respect for it because it's really hard work in there. Toby, we're all really proud of you.
The last few days has restored my faith in humanity. Everyone that could possibly help us along the way has helped us. I'm going to get this pedalo across that finish line on Friday if it's the last thing I do.
So I can tell you what you've raised so far, if you want to know. £70,000.
I got a bit teary.
That's all right.
That's all right.
It's £100,000. £150,000.
Versus the Thames.
Radio X.
The man, the myth, the legend, the sore legs, the twinged back of Toby Tarrant. How you feeling?
For once, I've got nothing to say for myself.
Oh, great. I've got bad news for you. Devil wants you on till 1.
Oh, really, yeah? As long as he pays me.
So before we move on, what do you want to say? I know you said you want there's people to thank and everything.
Can somebody hold my Guinness?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I need to say some.
Okay.
And I will absolutely forget people as well, but you know who you are, and if I forget you, I'm
okay.
Is my mic going dodgy? You hold that one, I'll have yours. Right. Leisure Boats UK that lent us Tallulah were absolutely amazing. The team at Q Branding who gave her tattoos and made her look sexy and rock and roll. John from Atlantic Vintage, my mate John, my good old mate John, who has not only provided those amazing signs, but also just been going above and beyond and picking people up. The team at Hube who made me look stupid all week in their branded kit with my leggings that meant that I had to get completely naked if I needed to go for a wee. Thank you very much, but they were awesome. They survived all the elements. John and Tony canoed alongside me every single step of the way at 1 mile an hour.
Well done.
Piers and Ali in the boat chugged along. They're over there on the boat. I love you, Piers and Ali. The camera crew over there as well. Jack and Chris have been unbelievable. They've been filming and editing and turning things around. Alex, the engineer, who's had a stressful week. Thank you so much, Alex, as well. Thank you very much. Rebecca and everyone Make Some Noise. I've seen Rebecca somewhere. She's knocking around. Like I said, I will forget people. Oh, Jack's mum, by the way, did my laundry one night. Thank you very much for that. And Chris is probably now divorced because he's got a newborn. He did the prize dump with you and then this.
Oh, yeah,
he's got no wife to go home to. Military Dan and Joe from Challenger Wild, who've been with me every step of the way. That man has seen every inch of me over the last few weeks and massaged every single centimetre of me.
Every inch, not a lot.
All the presenters, especially Izzy, Polly and Johnny, who I spoke to every day, and you guys, thank you so much. Honestly, without you guys at home, you guys back at base, and everyone in the Radio X office and all the socials people that have been doing it. Sorry this is going on. Pips, I love you so much.
God, this is what they say loads of people on Potmaster.
I know, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do it, but Pippa, I've been trying to be chipper in front of all the team because when one of us gets down, we all get down, and then I go home, and then I go to my hotel room and I whinge to Pippa. So I'm sorry about that. All my family and friends, thank you very much. Everyone who joined me with Pedalo, all the charities. Dan Bunker, I don't know why I'm thanking you because it was your idea. I hate you, but I love you at the same time. Matt Devo for being mad enough to give it the green light. Producer Big Si, a massive round of applause. That man, he thought when he stopped producing Johnny, he could finally relax. And then it turns out this has been the most stressful few months of his life. There's loads of others. Everyone along the way, like I said in that clip, which feels like it's been a month, has restored my faith in humanity. People have been getting us cups of tea and bakers. I'm so sorry, I'm nearly done.
Well, we're late for news.
Right, all the charities, the amazing work they do every single day, and everyone who has donated, I love you so much. Thank you so much. And that's me done. I think I probably missed people. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much.
There you go. Toby Tarrant, everybody. Hey.
Sorry, that was longer than one of your links.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
From every here, there's a lot of support from all the listeners. It's been amazing. Well done. And everybody's thoughts, especially in the building. Thank God it's not me. Nobody is envious. Nobody would want that limelight. You can have it all.
Thanks.
I look forward to hearing about your legs over the next few days, your bottom and your back. Here's a nice thing, though.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what you raised?
I really do.
Okay. It's on this little phone in front of me. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what the number is because it's been worth it because you raised more than you hoped you would raise.
By miles, yeah.
We asked Toby in the week how much he'd like to raise, and he said, I did 35,000 when I did the London Marathon a few years ago for Make Some Noise. He goes, if I hit around that mark, I'll be really happy. Well, you doubled that as well, you know. That went to 70,000, and then it went to 100,000, didn't it?
It did.
And then where did it go?
This morning it was at 150,000.
So what would just be, oh my God, it's been worth it?
If I say the number and we don't hit, it's going to be such a sad ending.
Yeah.
But I think we all know the number I'm talking about. If this number begins with a 2...
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll do with myself.
Okay, well, here's the news. The number begins with a 2. The number begins with a 2. And it's been quite remarkable. And I swear on my life, I think a lot of it is because people really like you and they felt your pain and they've wanted to support, which is why you can be delighted that you pedaling on a pedalo on the Thames since Monday has raised £255,294. It's over £250,000 raised by Toby for Make Some Noise. £250,000.
Oh, man. How? I actually think less of everyone that donated now.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? Honest, I can't. I'm not exaggerating. That is just insane. It's so stupid. I can't even get my head around it. Thank you so much, everyone that donated. The charities that we meet along the way, like, they run on a shoestring budget, and we've just given them £250,000.
It's
that would mean
amazing.
that they can exist. Some of those will exist for a decade off that money.
Yeah.
Oh, man, thank you so much. Oh, Chris, thank you. You've been unbelievable. Thank you so much.
One final question.
Yeah.
Same again next year?
No, there was talk of Tallulah on the Zambezi. I said she can go on it, but I'm not joining her.
I'm gonna buy Tallulah and smash it to pieces for you.
Oh,
so it never
please.
has to
I'll
happen.
pay an extra £250,000 if I had it.
£250,000. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toby Tarrant.
Radio X.